other guys. You got your mother's eyes. When you speak about your music, it's like lullabies. I dreamt about you a couple times. Don't make perfection your demise. You tend to overthink, that's gonna give you stress lines. I know you up late thinking about the best rhymes. You get one shot, we know that you can ball. When you bend the game over, just be sure you do it raw. If you want me, you can call. You're never on your phone, always busy making music. Might as well leave you alone. You smiling's only gonna make my eyes roll. You in your own world, different time zone. But I get it, you do this for your family and they happy you exactly doing what they said you can't be. Everything you want in life you will achieve. Yours truly there whenever you need. All I'm saying is don't rush who you are. Just one day at a time. Don't rush who you are. Just one day at a time. Don't rush who you are. Just one day at a time. Don't rush who you are. Just one day at a time. That's why I rock with you, cause you respect the grind and what it takes to shine. With you is precious time. Whether it's half of a day or a week, you unique and a freak. When I speak, still impress your mind. Hope these words draw a smile on your face. This for you, so whatever it takes. And if this was a race, we go the distance. We ain't pumping the brakes. Why invest if it's just gonna waste? I'd bounce just like the bass.
Yo, if you're with us in the chat, welcome, Keem. Welcome back in, man. It's good to see you. If you are here in the chat and you haven't submitted your music yet, make sure you go ahead and do that. We are live right now on Twitch and YouTube, as well as Instagram as well. If you're with us on Instagram and you want to hear the music in higher quality, come over to Twitch and YouTube, because it is better over there. D-Bly, what's up, man? I gotta hit you back. Don't worry. I'm very aware of the artists you were asking me about as well. John Vince always keeps me up to date with the Denise Julia stuff. And Stunna Sandy, how could you not know if you're on the internet? You know what I mean? We're live on Twitch and YouTube right now. We're going to be live for the next 2 hours listening to music, giving feedback. It's free to submit music. All you have to do is go to nero.fam/KayvanMD if you want to submit some music. There is a paid skip queue if you want to guarantee your song gets played before the end of the stream. But every 5 paid skips, we do a free skip. And as soon as we get done with the paid skips, we just go into free mode. So this is not about just taking money from artists. Sorry, this is about helping artists grow, helping them connect with each other, helping them develop. If you have questions about the music industry, if you have questions about anything at all, we're going to talk about all those things. We're going to get into mixes, arrangement, masters, writing, all that kind of stuff. I've been making music since I was 14 years old. I've worked in basically every single aspect of it at this point. And I'm happy to listen to your music and tell you what I think. And if I like it, I'm going to support it. That's it. That's all there is to it. We do interviews. We do content. We follow artists. We'll be pulling things up as we go. This is really about showing love to the artist community, especially independent and emerging artists, and finding ways to champion them through all the things that I work on. So come hang out with us. Twitch.tv/KayvanMD, YouTube.com/KayvanMD. If you're with us in the chat on YouTube or Twitch already, hello. Welcome back. Yes, I was not here last week. I took a break. I was at home with the family. You gotta take breaks. Something I've learned the more I get into my career. Sometimes you just gotta step away from things a little bit. Just live life. Have a normal life. DJ Transponder, welcome back to the chat. It's good to see you. Free Keem, welcome back to the chat. It's good to see you. If you guys are in the chat, let us know how you're doing. How was Thanksgiving week if you're in the U.S.? Did you celebrate? Obviously, you guys know I'm not a huge fan of the colonizer holiday, but it is nice to spend time with family, and it is nice to see people. It's nice to go home. Nice to spend sometimes. It's not always nice to go home, but it is nice to go home sometimes. We took a break from the content last week. We are back this week. We're gonna hit the ground running again. Lots of plans for 2026 in the works right now, but we do have our Dolby JBL activation that's happening in Soho, December 13th. You're gonna see me all day at the JBL store in Soho. We're gonna have performances. We're gonna have demos of Dolby Atmos. We're gonna have all kinds of cool things. If you guys are there, definitely come through, say what's up. James Goodwin, greetings from London. Greetings to you in London. I'm originally a Peterborough boy myself, so it's always nice to hear people from the UK in the chat. That is one of my big things that I love to see, is artists from back home. And if there's ways I can support them, I love to do that too. So make sure you send your music in if you haven't. If you are in the chat with us and you've never submitted music, just know it's free. I'm not here to take money from you guys. If you want to submit music, you can. All you have to do is go over to my Nero page, nero.fam/KayvanMD. Though, if you want to guarantee you get played on stream today, because some days we get a lot of songs. Like even right now, We went from 4 in the paid skip to 6 in the paid skip, 7 in the paid skip. So just know that paid skip queue does tend to grow as we get streaming, as we get going. So if you absolutely want to guarantee you get played on stream today, we have done what we can to make it extremely affordable. I'm not one of those guys who's going to ask you for $50 to play the music. That's whack as fuck. So if you do want to do a paid skip, it's $5 regular, $10 for a super skip, both of which will guarantee your song gets played in full, start to finish, the whole thing. Without a doubt, okay? Every 5 paid skips, we do a free skip at random using our spinning wheel. So if you submit music, you will automatically go into this spinning wheel thing as well. And then after we get done with the paid skips, we'll just do free skips at random. And then once we get to around 7:30 Eastern time, we'll start doing a more of like a chronological queue for the people who are here in the chat hanging out as well. There's really only one rule. I'll give you guys a rundown of like what I do and all that shit in a second, but there's really only one rule in here. That's the only thing I want you guys to keep in mind. We'll get started soonish. We'll give the community a couple more minutes to get in. But really the only rule is to just be respectful of each other. That is the only thing that I demand of you, is to please be respectful in your feedback. There's ways to say things, even if you don't like something. If you think something could improve or you think something could be better, please just let us know what you think could be better. Now, we'll listen to the AI music, but just know that I'm going to be much more harsh about the AI music, and I'm going to ask you a billion questions about how you created it, because I also have thoughts about how we should be using AI to create music, if we are using it at all. And I definitely have a preference if you are going to send something in that is AI related, and how, you know, I would like to see you use it personally. So I'm not going to say no to it. At the same time, this is a stream that supports real artists, first and foremost. So if you are a real artist and you're sending stuff in, I don't care where you're at in your journey, I want to hear it. Sorry, I'm just putting socks on, because it's a little cold in New York. And I gotta sit here for 2 hours. My feet get cold, you know? Alright, if you're in the chat, let us know what's up. Send in some music, Nero.fm/KayvanMD. We're gonna get into it. Give it a couple more minutes. Around 6:10 we'll get started. If you are here though, what's up? What have you been up to? Let us know what I missed. I missed you guys last week. I'm going to be traveling a lot in December too, so the stream schedule is going to be a little weird. So this week is probably going to be one of the last, well, the next 2 weeks will probably be the last 2 weeks that I'm on a regular schedule. And then as we get into Christmas time, into the New Year's holiday time through the New Year's, the schedule will change a little bit. So just know I'm going to try and figure out what I can do, but this is it. That sounds really final. This is not it. But for the year, we're getting close to the end of a regular schedule for the year. Just because I'll be traveling. So if you do want to send some music in, now is a great time to do it. Nero.fm/KayvanMD. Like I said, it's free for you to submit if you want to skip the queue. You can. For everybody who's new in here, welcome in. My name is Kayvan. This is my house. I live here, not in this room, but in the other room. And what do? I work in the music industry. I've been doing this shit for like 10 plus years at this point. I've worked in live touring. I was an assistant at CAA. I've been an artist manager for like 10 plus years. I've generated like 50 million streams on the management side of things independently. As a distributor, over 100 million streams over the last 4 years with Genius Distro, which is a thing that I started at Genius. And it's been a really, really just joy to working with independent and emerging artists. I also run the Kayvan's House page on Instagram and community and Discord as well. And all we do there is just find ways to support artists. That's literally what it's about. I love doing this. We have all kinds of things like little tips and tricks for artists, things that I've learned in my career. Songs we found in the comments, which I'll update this week. So make sure you go drop a song in the comments if you haven't. Artist advice to other artists, which I just think is a really cool thing that these artists are willing to just even say anything at all to help guide some of you guys who are maybe earlier on in your careers. We have our At Home With Interview series, which is an interview series I do with members of the community and independent artists. I just really fuck with. It's free. Again, I don't charge for any of this stuff. Our New Music Who This playlist, which updates usually every Saturday. Obviously, this weekend I didn't do it just because I was with family and I was taking a break. And then also our Songs We Found on Live Stream playlist, which will update tomorrow, and content that we will post tomorrow as well. So look, lots of things for you guys in here. All of it's free. We've got some Q&As coming up in the Discord with music industry professionals as well, because we want to educate you guys as well as support, help make things just a little bit easier if we can. So yeah, go follow us on Kayvan's House if you haven't. It's free. Everything is free, guys. I really don't believe in charging artists for content or interviews or like posts or like playlists or any of that shit. To me, this is really just about finding dope music first and foremost. And if I like it, I started as a music blogger, so I'm going to support it, just like I would as a music blogger. That has not changed, all right? Yeah, so look, let's get started. You guys can see what it is. If you have any feedback, I'm going to be asking you what you think of the songs too. If you're here in the chat, please let us know. That's the only thing I can ask of you. Please let us know what you think of the songs. I want to know what you think. It helps these artists figure out how they can grow, how they can develop. I'll be saving songs to the songs we found on live stream playlist. I'll be following artists from the Kayvan's House page and pulling up their socials as we go too. So if you like what you hear, go follow the artists. It's very, very easy to just go click follow and support them for free. Again, we're not asking that much of you, but as independent, emerging artists, growing, developing, or acts, like, just support each other, man. You never know where these artists that you support will end up. You never know if that's the next feature, the next collaborator, the person who helps you get that hit song. This is how it works, man. You guys got to network laterally, not just try and network upwards. That shit is kind of overrated, if we're being honest, right? So, if you have any music industry questions, feel free to ask them in the chat. I'm always happy to answer them. That way you don't have to pay me for a consultation. Because why? If you can ask me questions and everyone can get the answers, why am I going to charge you per hour? Come on. All right, let's get into it. We got a nice little skip queue going. We'll do paid skips first. Every 5 paid skips, we'll do a free skip at random. Once we get done with paid skips, we'll go into free skips. But the last 30 minutes is always dedicated to free skips from the chat. Okay, so stick around, hang out in the chat if you want to take part. And hopefully you'll get bumped up for free. But if not, the paid skip is cheap. It's $5 for regular, $10 for a super. Both will guarantee you get played before the end of the stream. Let's dive right in. King Shamash, Real Yearned up first. Let me know how this mix master's sounding. So I do love that Matt Ryan song. All right, let us know what you think in the chat. Love to know what you guys think of these songs, okay? King Shamash has been an interesting one. My biggest feedback has been on the quietness of the mix master in the past,
You don't know me
but a
anymore,
really cool vibe overall with the
really
music.
don't know you.
Similar note here, especially with that low end. That sub is already kind of like dominating the mix, I think, for me. Vocal is cutting through better, which is nice. For me now, the balance needs to be a little bit more between that low end, that sub, and some of these instrumental elements within the production as well. Like, I want to hear a little bit more from that synthy sound, the doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. The strings are in a good place. I wish they felt a little realer. That's a personal preference when it comes to strings, though, as a string player. I feel like I always end up suggesting this, but if you are going to be doing strings, there's a really, really good VST from Spitfire Labs. It's literally like the BBC Symphony Orchestra recorded, and it's the best string sounds ever. Rave made it. What's up? Welcome back to the chat. So I like this. I mean, look, structure of the song is pretty solid. Vocals cut through in a nice way, but mix master dominated by the low end a little bit here. I'd love to hear a little bit more of that instrumentation to actually cut, like, kind of cut through in the mix. Percussion sits in a good spot, so that's nice. It's got a good bounce to it. I think the other thing that I would love to hear from you, and this is maybe more of a personal thing than anything, but I say this to maybe every R&B kind of leaning singer and artist that we hear in the stream, vocal layers, man. Like, that's the thing I want to hear. Even if it's an octave up, even if you're using a doubler, even if you're using a little altar boy, and just kind of adding some more layering in there to just kind of build out around that one lead vocal. I think for me personally, and I say this a lot, if you're in here, you've heard me say this before, I think we're at a point in time where one vocal track is just not enough in a song, period. I want to hear layers. I want to hear you build on top of it. And like I said, it can literally be an octave up. You could literally use a doubler, put an octave up. That is going to achieve the thing that I'm talking about, right? Definitely chill vibes. Becoming Charles says, I'd encourage collaboration. I really think that would improve overall hearing yourself next to someone else. I think that's always a good way to see yourself improve as an artist in general. Like, collaboration, I think, is a great way to kind of push yourself to think about things differently creatively. And whether that's a producer or a vocalist, like whichever it is, I do agree that collaboration is a great way to just grow and develop. And honestly, like, even asking questions of somebody else, it never hurts. You know what I mean? So I definitely feel that from Becoming Charles. But I think for me, more than anything, it is kind of just building out around that lead vocal. Realize that on. Yeah, to me, a big part of this is kind of building around that lead vocal now. It's sounding better. I still think there's work that needs to be done in the mix, especially around that low end and some of those instrumental sections, and just kind of bringing some more of that those melodics like out in the mix overall, because I do think that sub is still kind of the dominant thing that I hear. And that's been my feedback, I want to say, like, across the board for you, like, pretty consistently. So, like, that is just something that I would continue to like think about and look at a little bit more, is just finding ways to kind of bring those melodic elements out in the production a little bit more and not leaning into the sub as much, because I do think it kind of distracts from not only the vocal, but some of those other melodic elements also, okay? Real Young, that was King Shamash. If you want to follow King __SHAMASH on Instagram, I also would suggest getting more active on social for you, okay? Please do that. Please start getting more active on social, because that is going to help you, period. LMK, let me know. Tears from West up next. Need notes on the first pass of this mix? Let me know. Let us know what you think in the chat. I just said because I know my first step and second fills are doing too much. Oh, that's fair. That's fair. I'm always pro doing too much, though, and learning how to pull back. Like, it's the pulling back that is the thing that you need to learn. Michael, what's up, bro? We're live on Twitch and YouTube right now. I like the way your vocals feel on this one already, Tism. Probably the cleanest vocal that I've heard from you so far. Performance-wise, but also mix-wise. Actually, yeah, I actually think, like, from a vocal chain perspective, this is the most polished vocal mix that I've heard from you so far. I feel like the last couple of times it's been like, maybe it's a little shaky around the tuning. Tuning is dead on here. It's the right amount, it's the right texture, it feels good. I was about to say I'd love to hear a little more variation in the melody and the rhythmic delivery. You switched it up here, which is good. Let us know what you think in the chat. This, I mean, look, we've been listening to Citizen for a little bit. This does feel like an improvement, and this is one of the things I talk about a lot. I want to hear the improvement over time. I want to hear you grow and develop as an artist. So I'm always going to be complimentary of that when I hear it physically happening. I hear it in this. Frederica says, reminds me of Nam a bit. It's fire. I also think this is one of the better hooks that I've heard from you as well. If I'm being real, like, it does feel like you are kind of taking some of these notes and applying them to what you're doing, which is great. Pretty solid commercial song. Master, I do think, could be a little louder overall. Maybe that's my volume. Let me play with it a little bit. See, I like that background vocal that's there in the back as well. It's like more kind of like that legato, melodic thing in the background. It's there. It's not super in the front, but it's there, and it adds a little bit extra layer. Becoming Charles says, yeah, a lot of content options for a record like this in regards to promoting it. That's also always a good thing. Nah, bro, look. Truthfully, this is one of the better songs I've heard from you. You know what I mean? Good pads, good production. I think the vocal stacks are really, really nice. What do I think of your Insta? Okay, let's take a look. I post every day. That's a good thing, one. All right. This is a thing. This is actually a thing for me, because we're going to talk about the Insta right now. And just for what it's worth, Clyde Cloud God on Instagram said this is a vibe too. I did enjoy this one. Don't just put your reels on the Reels tab only. I understand why people do it. At the same time, I would rather see an artist posting consistently and have it on the main feed than have to go look for it in Reels. And I do feel like the way that it gets served to the audience is different when it's just in the Reels tab and not on the main feed as well. So for me, that's probably the one thing that I would say is like, yeah, like it's cool that it's on the Reels tab. It's good that you're posting every day, but I don't think that it's hitting as many people as it could by it just being on the Reels tab only and not in the main feed. And if you're worried about like curating your page and all that shit, I just don't think it matters that much anymore, if I'm being honest. Like, I think when you look at the artists who are like super, super successful and killing on social, like, here, for an example, right? Like, we go to Armani White, who's like an artist who I would argue is probably done one of the better jobs over the last like 4 or 5 years of really cultivating an audience through consistent content. It's not this like curated page, right? Like, it's a mixture of everything. And I think that's like an important thing, right? Like, at the end of the day, like, this is content. You want people to see this content. You're making it. Like, you want people to see it. Does it matter if it's not on the main? And like, granted, you can still clean things up. Like as you're moving past things, like if it's been like a week or 2 weeks, right? And this thing is just sitting here and you want to take it off, you can. Because if we go to the Reels tab, I'm sure there's way fucking more shit there than there is on his main feed. But at the same time, right? Like when you go to that main feed, you still see some of this like very relevant stuff that's like happening in this rollout. So I think if you wanted to clean it up, there's no problem with like removing things the further you get out from when you've posted them. But I wouldn't just only post it to the Reels tab personally. Like I would kind of push every artist to do it on main feed as well. At the end of the day, it is a personal preference. If you'd rather do it that way, you can. But I think for me, if I'm thinking about it, like I want this to hit the most people and reach the most people, I'm putting it on the main feed. There's no reason not to at this point. I think that's just like a mental thing with a lot of artists. You know what I mean? It's like you want to keep this like really curated kind of like main feed page, which I think like I argue with my own clients about all the time because I'm just like, yo, like who fucking cares? This shit moves so quickly that like truthfully, like does it matter? Like it's a resume. People are gonna go look at it. So if you have shit that's doing well and you have things that demonstrate who you are as an artist and what kind of stuff you care about and what you're doing, to me, it's better to just put it out there. At the end of the day, that shit is moving so quickly. 10 minutes later, 15 minutes later, people have already moved on to the next thing. So it's really not that deep. And I would encourage everybody who's in the chat to just not think that it's think it's that deep. It's just not that deep. You know what I mean? I think other people will probably tell you different things, but to me, at the end of the day, that like the name of the game is to get in front of as many eyes as possible. Do the thing that's going to get you in front of the most eyes possible, man. At the end of it's going to help you in the long run. And then if you want to change things up, I think when you're a more established artist and you have this audience that's there, like, yeah, you can do whatever the fuck you want at that point. Then you can be like Frank Ocean and just leave if you want to, once you've got a fan base that's big enough. But I think in these growing times and in the beginning, earliest stages of a career, it really doesn't matter as much as you think it does. And it's probably better for you to get in front of as many people as possible and to just have your content hit the algorithm in the best way possible. So to me, putting stuff on the Reels page isn't necessarily that. Like I feel like it does kind of get buried. And then also just keep track of the things that are like happening on social, right? Carousel posts still do really well. That's a way for you to get on people's like For You page more frequently. That's both on TikTok and Instagram. So I would suggest doing carousel posts. Personal posts as well. Don't just make it only promotional content. I talk about this with my artists constantly. Please don't just push music at me all the time. Please show me who you are as a person as well. I think that helps build that personal connection with your fan base. And then other things too, like if you're making reels, make them in edits because that's supposedly pushing things out. It's a new tool from Instagram, so I would assume it would. Threads, if you're not using it, it's probably worth at least trying it. But just keep track of like these new tools because I think like especially if you're an early adopter of the new tools, as they're kind of rolling out, it's really good for you. So like when Reels was like, it was a new thing and it was like a whole Reels tab, then I would probably be like, yeah, do that because we're seeing an impact. Now I just feel like it does less. So yeah, that's my 2 cents. South Wales, James Goodwin, a beautiful, beautiful place. My dad lived in Swansea for a while. Or not, yeah, was it Swansea? Or Ashby? Somewhere in South Wales. This is James Goodwin music out of the UK. Let us know what you think in the chat. Sorry, I was chatting a lot.
Right, then, what are you telling me? I'm getting used to the world that they're selling me. There's still a couple people in my life trying to get me, but I've been getting rid of
vocal mix needs some work.
It's been a long month, but the seasons are changing.
Good vocal though, good tone.
I'm feeling amazing, they're deep into jealousy. Your pro green need a remedy.
Watch out for those plosives, like the P's and the S's and the T's.
For any sales, I'm spitting on mass why I bring British gas when I show with my energy. It's all out ahead of me. I'm raising the bar, got a thirst to be
good raps.
Time to be fly like I'm working on chest. Your best first.
I like the production as well.
Guess man, you couldn't touch a word of my sets till I see
James Goodwin music on Instagram.
Man, I'm hurt and obsessed for the burn, never less feel it.
Sheep Lover is hilarious. Did this in a session a couple days with the rapper from who's the rapper from North London.
Last month got my whole life changed. I'm a whole different person, but sat with the same phone, same hair, same clothes, in the same home. Is that the way that I stay grown? Well, clearly.
Quiet a little bit reminds me of Nick Brewer. It's not that quiet for me. I wonder if it's just for you guys. DKW, what's up? Welcome back.
But I tell you for the chorus, I don't care. Basically, last night I was out. The craziest thing happened. I was South Wales, I performed Gareth Bale's level, thought that I failed, but I managed Craig Bellamy. For any sales, I'm spitting on.
I like the Gareth Bale and Craig Bellamy references to two very iconic Welsh football players. Independent, okay, love that.
Best first, just the first of my reps, not a guess, man. You couldn't touch a word of my sets till I see
ad-libs. Think about those.
Obsessed for the burn, never less feel it worse when I rest. It's a curse that I'm blessed. Yes, I'ma take this turn like it's chess. Was only moving at night, took an L. I was a king, I moved one step forward. Had to learn how to fight for myself. Took me a sec, and then that's in check. Know what I mean? The game ain't over when you lose.
You've got a good voice. I do think the delivery still needs a little bit of work. It's just smoothing it out, making it feel a little bit more confident. I think at times it feels maybe a touch shaky.
Still this day in Bevo. Meanwhile, I don't need a beat. I'll take words cold and dark like Weavile and sit with a sweet smile and spoken word the fuck out of your freestyle for kicks. Get roundhoused.
Wait, so are you not the vocalist on this? Sorry, I just want to make sure that I'm understanding. You are not the vocalist on this track. You did this with a rapper from North London who doesn't have music out, so he's still like very emerging independent artist, right? Did you produce this song? James Goodwood Music on Instagram for anybody who did really like that. For me, I enjoyed it. Okay, so you produced it. Okay, fire. Loved the production work. I do think for the vocalist, and this is probably what I tell him, and this is going to be the thing for you, and I think this is, look, if he's not got any music out yet, I'm going to assume this is like one of his earliest sessions. He's got a good vocal tone. I do think the delivery needs a little bit of work, like confidence-wise, right? If you think about rappers like Storms and Dave and like just really like the top tier fucking like UK rappers like Nems, even SD Kid, like they have that sound, they have that delivery locked in. That is the thing that I think he could improve on, if I'm being honest, still, is just kind of that confidence in the delivery. And that's just practice. That's being in front of the mic. It's really dialing in. I would encourage him to lean back into his natural voice as much as possible. This is something I've experienced as an artist myself. You get in front of the mic, you tighten up a little bit. There is kind of like this weird mental thing, like when you get in front of a microphone, especially at the beginning, where you really have to like kind of figure out what your natural tone and delivery style is. I think that's where he's at right now, is still figuring out the best way to deliver. It's very animated, which I like, but maybe a little too animated at times, which I think kind of takes away from the confidence in the delivery. So that's probably the one thing that I hear in the vocal styling. Production was really good. I actually really loved the flow of the song. I thought it was a good tempo. He didn't stumble on words, which I think is a really good thing too. Great writing. Definitely need some ad-libs, just needs to build around that lead vocal. That's one of the things I always say. You'll hear me say this a lot in the stream. If you only have one vocal track, please build on top of that. Please do stacks around that. Please add ad-libs. Please add the little details. There's a reason the artists like Kendrick, there's a reason the artists like Storms and Skepta and people like that really stand out. Skepta maybe is a little different, but even then you'll hear the ad-libs, right? And I do think that's an important part of just really building out like a great vocal performance, is kind of those tracks that add those extra details, those little ear candy moments around the lead vocal, because it keeps people engaged. What I will say, though, very, very positive feedback on this. Like, I enjoyed this one a lot. I do think this rap has a great, great style. It's just dialing it in. This was his first session recorded, so definitely promising for him, but yeah, for sure needs more confidence in the delivery. Ad-libs and layer, for sure, a good shout. Yeah, of course. That's exactly how I see it as well, to be honest with you. I think for someone's first session, that is a very strong start. I've been in a lot of first sessions. I've done a lot of first sessions with artists. That is a really strong start. It's a really, really strong delivery style, but the writing was great. So I do think just keep working with this artist, keep encouraging him to do it. I would even maybe have him just like, all right, for me, and this is maybe more of a me thing than anything, right? When I record, I will listen to my shit incessantly. Like, I will nonstop just be listening to the thing over and over and over again and really dial in the delivery style as I'm listening to it, right? And there's things that will change as I'm listening to it through V1 to V2, V3. So it might even be worth just being like, yo, like, really take some time, listen to this thing. This is what I want you to focus on as an artist. This is what I want you to think about as you're listening to it. How can you improve the delivery style? Maybe point out where some of those shakier moments are, because I'm sure you hear it as well from a confidence perspective. And then have him come back, track it again. I guarantee you, second time he comes in, third time he comes in, even if it's like he doesn't get it the second time, I do feel like as you keep working with him, it'll just get easier and easier. And I think also that comes with making more music too. So great start, keep going, great production work. Honestly, the mix sounded good to me. Someone else said it was quiet. I didn't hear it quiet. To me, it was like kind of really balanced and good. Holiday dish shout out. Yeah, I did fillets. So I am our Thanksgiving cook now in the family. I did fillets for everybody. We did baked potatoes. We actually had some like bachelor's baked beans, which are like the Irish version of Heinz baked beans with the baked potatoes. And what else do we have? Green beans. Some corn on the cob. It's not the traditional Thanksgiving dinner, but quite honestly, I don't really like turkey all that much. It's dry. It's not my favorite bird. I would rather eat any other bird than turkey. I gotta be real. It's not my favorite one. So we just kind of decided, fuck it, we're not doing turkey anymore. Down for me, Musu Musu featuring Not Shakespeare. Nobody likes. That's what I'm saying, bro. We had this conversation at fucking the table. I was like, no one likes turkey. Why do we make turkey every year? What's the point? Let's make a fillet. Who doesn't like steaks? Vegetarians. All right, let me know what you think in the chat. Back in the DMV, one of my favorite music areas in the country. This one is a little quiet. Oh, fried chicken. Okay, to me, lead vocal needs to come up a little bit because it's a bit of a softer tone in general. And so these harmonies, these stacks kind of dominate the mix just a touch. I also agreed, but I'm still just not a big turkey fan, man. I gotta be real. Unless it's the State Fair giant turkey legs, those fucking slap. All right, I'm gonna save this one in the playlist. I love the composition of this track. The vocal stacks are really nice. The vocal tone is really nice. It's a pretty simple production style, so it really allows the vocal to shine, which is, I always love that personally. I would love to hear the bass line move a little bit more. I do think having like an analog, real bass player come in and play the bass on this would actually help elevate the track as a whole. Yeah, I think that's it, honestly. Like, for me, this is definitely something I would listen to. I think where I think it could improve is in the bass line, one, from a production standpoint. Two, vocals could come up a little bit in this mix, the lead vocals. I think the background vocals could be maybe a little bit more, like, encompassing. But I think it's just right now they're a touch loud. Sean says this is smooth. Let us know what you think in the chat, as always. Love this section right here. I love the way it switches up. Musa Musa Soul on Instagram. Lots of potential here, honestly. Curious to know what part of the DMV this artist is from also. I think a part of me would like to hear like maybe a more like legato, long background vocal that's like almost more of a choir vocal than just doubling up on the lead vocal. Just to kind of, because there is so much space. But again, I think, you know, analog bass, somebody comes in, just rips on a bass, like, I do feel like that kind of adds a little bit more movement and maybe fills up some of that space that I hear right now. I think with this really drawn out, long, 4-note bass line, though? 5-note bass line? That's maybe where it kind of gets into this, like, all right, well, now there's so much space, because there's not a lot of movement in that production and in that instrumentation. I really love this part from a vocal arrangement standpoint. Okay, yeah, vocally, this one's really dope. We put it in the playlist, definitely saved it. Went to follow the artist as well, Musu Musu Soul on Instagram. Highly recommend going to do that, just based off of what we're hearing here. For me, where this could improve, background vocals could come down a touch, lead vocals could come up a touch. A little bit more movement in the production, specifically around the bass line, I do actually think would elevate this and just give it a little bit more movement. Because there is so much space in this, again, because there's not all that much happening in the production. Like it's kind of loopy when we're talking about the actual production and the arrangement of the production. I would love to hear a little bit more movement instrumentally. And I do think if we had that in the bass line, I maybe wouldn't be like, there's so much space here. Loved how it developed, especially vocally moving in towards that last vocal arrangement further into the song. But yeah, I think those are kind of the things that stand out to me in listening to that one. Overall, liked it though. Went to the playlist. Definitely going to consider it for content tomorrow as well. Dirty Socks Mason up next. Dirty Socks is an alternative song inspired by 2000s bands like Weezer and The Strokes. I love The Strokes. As well as modern artists like Dominic Fike and Gene Dawson. Gene, also an artist I'm a big fan of. It's a familiar vibe with a couple of twists. Hope you enjoy. David K-Beat says, yo, it's amazing. Thanks for taking a break from Arc Raiders to stream. I want to play right now. I'm not even going to pretend like I don't. I didn't play all week last week, and all I could think about was playing Arc Raiders. I was literally walking around my house, and if you haven't played Arc Raiders, then you will not get this at all, but I literally was walking around my house. One, I hear Arc noises everywhere I go, especially in New York. I just feel like they're fucking everywhere. Yo, Timmy, good. I can't wait to hear it. And then secondly, like, we got an old TV in the crib, and all I could think about was ripping that shit apart for wires and plastic parts and metal parts. So if you played Arc Raiders at all, you'll understand that this has turned into an obsession. If you haven't played it, then I would highly recommend going to play it. It's a fantastic game. One of the better games I've played all year, if I'm being honest. Sean says, I'm playing Arc Raiders right now and listening to this stream. Bro, I'm dead. It's so good. I can't put it down. It is so good. I'm literally at the point of like almost buying a Steam Deck purely just for Arc Raiders. There's not another game that I want to play on a Steam Deck. But for the holidays when I'm traveling, I want to play Arc, bro. I don't know if I can live a whole month without it. It's crazy. All right, Dirty Socks by Mason. We'll do a free skip after this one. Sorry for my video game chat. I played EAFC 24 on a player mode all week last week, and that was fine, but it didn't hit. Definitely a game of the year for me. Multiplayer game of the year for sure. Immediate save. Great mix on this. Very robust. Let us know what you think in the chat. It does feel familiar, even in the melodic choices in this chorus already. Easy save. Kevin Abstract needed you on Blush. What the fuck? Bro, I'm a big fan of Mason, also for the visuals. I actually really think there is something very special about this artist overall. Every visual I've seen from this artist, I have thoroughly enjoyed. Come on, let's throw you a like over here as well. Very catchy. This is another visual from Mason as well. Another really great visual from Mason on this one too, man. Seriously, really dope visuals. I've become a fan of this artist in like 4 songs. Just really solid direction, great content. Keep pushing, bro. Seriously, keep pushing. I would definitely suggest putting some ad spends behind this visual content on Instagram as well. I just think it's gonna help you reach more of your audience. You don't have to do all that much either, seriously. You can do like $100 here or there, and it'll really make a difference. I'd probably recommend using Symphony as well when you do it, because it'll help you with the targeting. Ooh. Yeah, this section's right here. The mix on this guitar, the tone of this guitar is absolutely perfect. Did you produce this as well? And self-produced. Let's get some W's in the chat for this, man. Self-produces everything. Should we do the 1s in the chat for fire, 2s in the chat for like, I don't want to. No, we'll do W's in the chat, man. Nice to see. Big love for this one, man. Very good. Super easy to listen to. It captures that like angsty youth feel. Just great, man. Sean says, wait, I've heard your beats on YouTube. OMG, you make your own music too. As for Mason? That's tough. I love that. All right. Yeah, I do think the ads will help. And on the YouTube videos as well, man. Like, honestly, like I've been running YouTube ads for Vera and using Symphony to help target them. And like, we did 132K on the last music video, 110K or 112 on the most recent one. And I didn't spend that much, bro. Like, literally spent like $100. But it's helping grow the subscriber count. It's helping grow the views. It's helping tell the story as well. David RQ Beats. I've seen your beats on YouTube. Dope. Dope. Look at that, man. You really got fans in the chat, just the production as well. So I love it. What is Symphony? Oh, let's take a look. Symphony is a company that a friend of mine started, and I'm a really big fan of them. It is a AI marketing agency in your pocket, run ads, grow your content, and more. So basically, like, you can do everything. You can automate your ads, you can get your own data, you can build a website in there, you can track your audience across all platforms. Literally, you just got to connect them. I really love it. I really think it's been like a very useful thing to be able to kind of have kind of at my disposal as a manager, because I'm not necessarily like a marketing executive. Like, you know what I mean? I know how to do it, but like at the same time, I'm maybe not getting the best cost per click. So these guys used to build websites. They did SZA's Control Studio, the Control website. They did a bunch of like Travis's websites, stuff like that. Then they got into merch. Then they started doing like digital marketing and ad spends and stuff like that. They did a bunch of stuff with Sony in 21, 22. And then they launched Symphony in 2022. It's been like 3 or 4 years, but I really think they, like, to me, I've gotten the best cost per click every single time I've used them. And genuinely, I think I actually get like a good amount of followers. I mean, if you set up your pixels and do all that stuff, it walks you through how to do everything. And there's like a bunch of like educational resources there as well. In the Discord, we have a fucking we have a referral code as well. So if you want the referral code, maybe I'll put it in my commands. But if you go to the Discord, you can actually go to like the Kayvan's recommendation section, which is just like a whole tab, and there is a referral code in there. I mean, if you don't use it, I don't give a shit. But if you do want to use it, you can, because it's not bad. Like, it's good for my relationship with them. So I would be mad if you use the referral code. But if you don't, like, it's not the end of the world by me anyway. Regardless, I'm a big fan of what they do, and Meg, who is the founder of the company, Meg Vicaria, South Asian guy, like, is just fucking sick, bro. He's a really smart dude, and he's just a good person. Like, he cares about artists, he cares about helping artists and seeing them win. And to me, that's the thing that sets them apart, I think, from maybe some of the other marketing tools that are out there, the other companies. Like, they're not this big backed, like, VC backed, like, tech big thing. Like, they're really like an independent company, and they just like fucking grind and try and make the best tools for artists, and it's sick. Like, I really love it. I like really would stand by the platform and by the tool a lot, and I use it myself. I pay for it myself. Like, they don't give me any, like, it's not like something where I'm getting it for free. Like, I literally pay for the shit myself because I like it. Get a win. Our first free skip of the night. TB Rios needs mix and master advice, would be greatly appreciated. I appreciate it. Of course, man. You don't have to thank me for this. I love this. Get a win. Let us know what you think in the chat. Solid start with the soul sample here. TB double back. Curious to see where this goes, because it's a good start.
Hey, one thing about me, I'ma keep it real. Been I hop up in them streets, your heart not in the field. Don't get the crime when they gavel slamming.
Really good voice.
Following them niggas, what's gonna get your ass 100 years? Stand up like 10 feet. Keep my head up when it seem life getting the best of me. Got my bread
it's not far off.
get next to me. Calling and texting me when I'm feeling pressure. I like, yeah, that's my recipe. Johnny BS out the beat.
I do think the beat's a bit loud.
I'm grinding, I don't wanna sleep. I'm grinding, I don't wanna eat.
Maybe a little bit more balance between the individual vocal layers. I always tell people focus on the lead. The lead needs to be the loudest. There's ad-libs in there. It's like full. It sounds great.
When they put that dirt over it, that's a pain that I never could fix. Pain that I never could fix. The world made me cold in a bitch.
I do like this. It feels very close. There's maybe little things in the delivery and the vocal performance that I feel like slightly stronger.
Still that same rap nigga, still that same nigga that you met, it's just my sack bigger. Ay, still keep it real in all these raps, nigga. Still get these folks a different feel, that's why they rock with them. Get them folks the real me, forever I'ma always say, fuck who don't feel me, fuck who don't feel me.
Biggest thing here is that the beat just hits a little too hard. Like, it feels just maybe a touch loud, you know? Let us know what you think in the chat. Like, I would say overall, this one's really dope. I think the vocal performance is the standout thing here.
Fuck who don't feel me, fuck who don't feel me.
I probably would use somebody like TJ or Polo as a mixed reference on the vocal. And, you know, whenever you see this, TB, this is how I like to use AI personally. Is I did ChatGPT and So, you know, ask for the vocal chain. Literally. Go in there, be like, yo, I want like I did this like a Travis. Can you give me best settings for a vocal chain on Logic Pro to get a Travis Scott type vocal mix? Do that for Lil TJ or Polo G. And I swear to God, it'll help you with the mix. You could even like, I think there's actually a way you can upload the audio. And I don't know if this is going to train the AI or whatever, but like you could literally take the audio of your mix master. I think you could upload it into ChatGPT, ask it to analyze it, because you can do that with stuff, and then ask you how you can improve the mix, and it probably would help you do that as well. Again, like you might have to test that and see if it works. I might test that myself now that I've thought about it, but I know I've done that for like when I'm writing a pitch sometimes. Like I'll upload a song and I'll be like, hey, can you just give me, you know, analyze this audio, tell me what you think, and help me write a pitch for a curator or for like a music blog or like a DSP or whatever. And sometimes that kind of just help like spark the ideas and kind of get you into that space of like getting the final thing. But I mean, look, that's what I would do. Like just if I needed help on mix, if I had a reference and I knew I was trying to get something to sound a little bit more like something else, I'd probably go there first and be like, how, you know, what kind of plugins do I need to use? This is the DAW that I'm on. What are the settings? And it did literally churn out like settings for the vocal chain, order for the vocal chain, the stock plugins that you can use on Logic Pro to get that sound as well. So that's probably the thing I would do first and foremost, but I think it's really close. Like, I don't think it's far off at all. And I think more than anything, your vocal performance is actually what shines through the most. Like, it's a very, very good vocal performance. It's just kind of dialing in that mix now and getting those levels to be at a place where it feels a little bit more blended. I think as it is right now, things just feel a little too separate, and that's probably the only thing I actually hear. But overall, it sounds really good. El Camino, Nicholas, let's get into another 5 paid skips, and then we will do another free skip after that. Nicholas, El Camino, hey, redid shit on this old song, and that's fine. I'm very pro redoing old songs and making them stronger. Let us know what you think in the chat. I'll fuck with this artist already. I already know this. YN.DOTTE. Yo, you're welcome. I didn't know you were over there, but you're very welcome, bro. This shit is good. It's really good. Let us know what you think in the chat. YN.WHYANDOTTE. Nicholas. Yeah, Nicholas has an incredible voice, bro.
It's just me, myself, and my 3 amigos. Ain't no 7 niggas, we know we just blamed it on my ego. Try my luck at the casino, off like bets, I'm bad at Keno. All that's left is back at Reno, left my dots on my domino. Hell to Mary like Marino, hell is scary, you and Nino. See my green and Pellegrinos, kept it childish Gambino. I lost faith because of morals.
DJ Transporter says this is fucking sick. Yeah, I just like this.
God's abandoned, I feel like my demons help me steady, sharpen all my talents, grip the microphone with talents. If you see what I had saw,
what I need from you is more content, which I'm sure Jay is telling you. I know Jay is telling you to make more content. Tease more of this music, bro. It's fire. And put this shit out. I just want to hear more release music from you. You're just very good, bro. You're a great rapper. Great rapper, great producer. Oh my God. That moment right there. We're gonna go back to that. We're gonna go back to that switch up in a second, because that was very, very good, masterfully done. You know, you gotta. This is like I think that you should do a collab with Matt Miggs at some point. And if you don't know City James, I think you should do a collab with City James at some point too. I just have a feeling that your styles would blend so well. Yeah, I agree with Chislonies. This is so cold. This is a very, very good rap song. Great production. We are going to go back to this moment right here because it was very good, right? This moment right here. That's such a nice moment. Just great, great production, man. YN.WHYANDOTTE on Instagram. Very good, very underrated, in my opinion. An extremely underrated rapper and producer to me. and hopefully to all of you as well. Very good. World Kills Boy featuring Cat. Cat Fight. Sean Matthews. Let us know what you think in the chat. Hey, bro, you're very welcome. I fuck with you. I fuck with your music heavily. right, this one's probably coming out this month. Me personally, I'd save this to the top of the year. Yes. Oh, man. Hold this until the top of the year, bro. Super, super cool. The Sean Matthews on Instagram. I'll explain why I think you should drop it next year in a second. What is Catfight's socials too? Shizoni says I like this a lot. I'm gonna give you a better strategy for the rest of the year too. This is super cool, dude. Oops. Catfight 5533 for the other artists on this one too. Okay. I really don't have any feedback on the song here at all. The song is great. Love the production, love the way it feels, love the sound of your vocals on it. Great production work, great vocal delivery, great performance. As far as releasing before the end of the year, this is what I tell all of my clients. It's what I tell everyone I fucking work with. It's what I tell every single artist, especially independent artists. Once you get to a certain point, once you get to a certain size, you can do whatever the fuck you want, right? Like, if you want to drop on December 25th, you can do it. You probably still get support, blah, blah, blah. The thing that I will say is DSPs usually ask for what the Q4 priorities are months in advance. So, like, they've already gone past that whole thing where distributors will flag for them, like, what do you have coming up in Q4? Here's your calendar, blah, blah, blah. They're not really looking at that shit anymore. So I don't think dropping in December makes a lot of sense for independent and emerging talent, because what you are relying on for the most part is the support of people who are either curators or DSP curators, blah, blah, blah. And most of those people are going to be focused on their end of year lists, their end of year recaps, all that kind of stuff. Or like I said, for the DSPs, they've already gotten all of the priority kind of pitch forms and all that stuff, right? Like, they already know like what's coming down the line, what they need to be focused on. So instead of putting it out now, which I think will not give you the most chance for support from people in the space that you're probably going to want support from, I would wait until the beginning of the year. Start in January. You could probably start. For me personally, I try not to drop the first 2 weeks of January, because I just don't think people are like back in the office and fully in the swing of things yet. Generally, I will try and push to the second half of January if I'm dropping in January, or maybe just start in February if I really want to be safe, because there's also a lot of like holidays, like MLK days in January. So there's a lot of weeks where it's like not a full work week. And from what I've seen, when it's not a full work week, sometimes you are less likely to get support from people because they're just not working, or they're going somewhere, or they're going on a trip or whatever, right? So generally, I don't like to drop in December. If you have already scheduled it, like December says you drop on December 17th, that's probably fine as long as you've already had this in the schedule for a while and you've pitched it through the distributor and they're aware of it. If you are not, then it gets a little shaky and you're kind of rolling dice. But if you don't care, it's fine. Generally, what I've told all of my artists is December, focus on making content, focus on pushing, focus on teasing, focus on letting your audience know there is stuff coming next year, focus on recapping your year as well, celebrating what you've done, all that kind of stuff. Started with Wooden Breaks, I think. That's also fair. Look, if there's a reason for you dropping in December, you have a plan for it, I think it's fine. If the plan is to rely on editorial, if the plan is to rely on curators, that's where I think it's like, ooh, that's a little tough. So that's why I say at a certain point, it's fine. You know what I mean? Once you have an established audience, an established fan base, it's probably fine. Especially if you talk to them, especially if you engage with them. If you are still building an audience and you are relying on the support of others to kind of help you get in front of people, don't drop now. Just stack up, get ready for the year ahead, focus on building your yearly releases. Literally, like, start making content to help push it. Start focusing on what's coming next. Start thinking about your rollout plan and really just getting that together for the next year. It's what I'm doing. You know what I mean? Like, even for my clients, we're midway through rollouts on certain things, but I'm just really focused on, like, all right, how do we keep the momentum going through the holiday season, which is generally going to be content or music videos. We're going to be running ads. We're going to be doing all those kinds of things in the background. But then when we get into January, we get into February, that's when we'll start dropping again. And hopefully in that time period between now or, Thanksgiving through New Year's, we've been able to cultivate a bigger audience. We've been able to grow the social following. We've been able to kind of build some of that data so that going into pitches next year, we can kind of use that data of like, look, over the last 2 months, we've seen a this percent increase in listeners, this percent increase in followers, this percent increase in content, or this much views on content pieces we posted, right? And that just gives us more ammunition when we go to pitch to DSPs or go to pitch to curators to get them to care about it. And I do think at the end of the day, you know, the music has to be good, yes, but a lot of people are still going to be thinking about numbers when they look at what they're going to support, why they're supporting things. So if you can give them more of a reason, if you can kind of put that story together and tell that story, that's kind of what I tell people is like, yo, like in this time period, don't worry about dropping. Yeah, and as you drop, you'll still be ahead with material. Exactly. But at the same time, if you can use this time to kind of build that momentum, in theory, when you start dropping at the top of 2026, you're going to have that momentum already there, and you're just going to build off of it. So instead of starting with something that kind of came out and trying to push people back to it, you have music that came out this year, push people to that, keep pushing that throughout, keep making content about the stuff, tease some of the music you have coming next year. Maybe it gives you more of an idea of what your audience is actually gravitating towards, what they like. And that might help you figure out what you want to drop first. Maybe it's not that song. Maybe there's another song that you tease that your audience is like, yo, we need this one. And you just see a crazy response to it. And then you can pivot and be like, all right, we'll do that one. We'll put this one further in the year. And it gives you a little bit more time, right? So that's, I think for me strategically, when I think about holiday drops, unless it is a holiday project, right? Like December's blunt, like December's literally in your name. So it kind of feels like you should probably drop them in December because of that. So I think that makes sense. Also, if you have momentum and you want to keep that going, that also makes sense as well. But I think for most artists, it makes more sense to just kind of wait till the top of the year, work on building the content, work on the visuals in the meantime. Like you've got time on your hands. Just keep pushing the stuff that's out. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it makes sense for you because it's a part of the brand. So like that's maybe why for you I would be like, yeah, this makes a lot of sense. Ichigo, R&R, one of my favorite characters in all animes ever. Ichigo. Bankai. I love Bleach. Always have. Again, I said this before, R&R is Chisloni's and Kene, that new group, that new pair. I don't know if I love the guitar tone of the guitar in this production, but I'm very picky about that in general. I do think the vocals are pretty solid. I like the cadence you're in right so far. Also, I will say, last song was called Sukuna. This one's called Ichigo. I'm liking the through line of anime references here too. I'm gonna save this one. Also, this artwork is pretty tough, I'm not gonna lie. This is pretty tough. Is the whole EP anime related? Okay, I will say I like that this one is more themed to Bleach. I don't know if I see the Jujutsu Kaisen theme in the first artwork, but I love that this one is Bleach themed. The background? Fair. It's Sukuna special move. Okay, that makes sense. I didn't catch that before, but that makes sense. Yeah, my only feedback on this one is guitar tone. I'm a stickler for guitar tone. It's like a little too bright and a little too distorted at the same time, so it kind of creates like a bit of a weird tone. But in general, this is like my thing with guitar tone. Just go listen to some fucking Turnstile, bro, because their guitar tone is absolutely perfect. And it's just like I can tell it's a MIDI, you know what I mean, versus like a real DI guitar. That's another tough thing I think in general with most guitar, like any VST that has a guitar sound in it. It's hard to get a good guitar sound off of a MIDI guitar. Yes and no. Like I think a part of it is like, what is the sound? You know, like what is the actual like VST that's being used for the guitar? I've always struggled to get a good guitar sound off of something that's not actually a guitar, like a direct input, like tracked guitar. And I think that is one of the struggles in general of string instruments and finding a good MIDI sound for them. It's tough. You know what I mean? Like most VSTs sound kind of like just robotic and not real. And I think that's the biggest issue that I hear with most string VSTs. Is the biggest issue I hear with most guitar leaning VSTs. Like I use the fucking Electric Sunburst one that Native Instruments makes on Contact. I don't love it. You know what I mean? I always struggle to get it to sound the way that I want. And I do feel like the best way to do it is to track like a real guitar and just have a guitarist come in. So if you have that option, you know what I mean? If you can call up a guitarist and be like, yo, I just need you to come track this thing. Like, it's always going to be better, I think. But that's kind of the tough thing, I think, with strings and guitars in general. And it's probably what I hear more often than not when I hear a guitar sound and I'm like, I didn't love that one as much. So, like I said, that's definitely a me thing. I don't know that everyone will feel that way, but I think as somebody who listens to a lot of rock music as well, that is probably where in hip-hop, 9 out of 10 times, I find the most issue with guitar sounds is that they're not super realistic feeling or sounding. My engineer can play too, so maybe I should ask him. Oh yeah, for sure. You should. If you have guitar and a beat, you should always ask somebody who plays guitar if they can just DI. I struggle to find. Everyone does, because there's just not that many. And I do think that's the thing is like you can get a shitty electric guitar and direct input that thing and then do it in post and like process it. It's probably still gonna sound better even if it's not the highest quality guitar. You know what I mean? So yeah, if your engineer does it, I would definitely ask. You know, at the end of the day, worst comes to worst, he's gonna be like, nah. But I do think that's like, for me, I think that's the fix. Strings is a little bit different. Strings can be a little different. Like you can find good VSTs. Like I said, the Spitfire Labs one is really good. There are a couple really, really good sound libraries for strings, but for the guitar is a tough one. I always feel like guitar is a really tough one. I'm using shitty serum sounds, but it is what it is, and it ends up sounding how I like, and that's fine. Like I do think there's workarounds. It just takes fucking forever to figure it out. All right, Ichigo, Rhyme and Reason on Instagram. Wish you stayed in somewhere in Chicago, EXO December. This is the one that's coming out. This is not the one that's coming out. Hook only, but I like the idea of fully self-produced and everything. It's a meaningful song to me. Let us know what you think in the chat. Drums are a little loud, I think, on this one, but if that's what you're going for, that's also, I'm not going to argue with it. Just made this, okay, well then I'm not going to judge. I'm not going to judge the mix too much then. EXO December on Instagram. I do really like this dude's music in general. I would cut the kick and snare down a touch. Snare, or the synths sound really good. I do think vocals could come up a little bit, but I think if you bring the drums down a touch, the vocals might sit in a better spot. Love the hook though. Love the melody. I don't know what you're planning on doing for the verses. To me, I think a more sung kind of approach might actually be really nice. So like instead of like, I don't know if you're planning on rapping on it at all, but like, I do think like you could write like a really just pretty song that would have a really nice juxtaposition to like the hard, like a soft. It's like the soft versus hard, right? Like the production's really hard, but I do think like building off of what you have on the hook here would be a great way to finish this one off. I'm trying to think of a good reference, but this is pretty cool, man. I would like to hear a higher octave as well. I think if you can do it on the chorus, having that octave up come in on the second half of the chorus, I think would be really nice, and it would add that kind of build into that second half of the chorus as well. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that's what it is now on this one, is kind of building around what you have, but it's really good bones so far. I think this would be an album song. It could be either. You know what I mean? I think it depends. Like, I generally would tell every artist, just make every song a single. Like, as in the beginning, like, I don't think it matters if you do an album. Well, one, album EP, is fully just like, to me at this point, like I don't think it matters at all. You can call it whatever the fuck you want to call it. That is genuinely how I feel about album versus EP. Like at this point, you can call it whatever the fuck you want to call it. I don't think it really makes a difference. The only thing is going to be 7 songs or less. If it's under 7 songs, it's technically an EP. If it's over 7 songs, it's technically an album. But at the same time, you can just call it whatever you want, and everyone's just gonna be like, oh, that's what it is. I don't think it really makes all that much of a difference today. Maybe like with the RAAA or like with the, you know, Recording Academy or whatever. But like, yeah, if it's 8 songs, it's technically an album, but you could probably still call it an EP. And I don't think anyone would bat an eyelid at it. But yeah, like I always tell every artist, like just release it. Like if you are not an artist who has like a super, super engaged audience that is like dying for an album, is going to sit there and listen to the album back to front, like just release every song as a single and then bring it back and compile it as an album with maybe like 1 or 2 more songs at the end of the rollout. And that way every song gets a moment. You know what I mean? Even if it's not the biggest moment in the world, you're still giving the attention to each individual song along the way. And I think that's a really important thing to do for your music. You know what I mean? Like if you've taken all this time to make it, like give it its own moment. Give it time for the audience to find it and listen to it and digest it, because people just don't listen to albums the same way anymore. So if it is going to go out as an album, right, like there's always going to be those songs that people don't listen to as much, because that's just the nature of the way people listen now. So like I would always just suggest like, yeah, like just drop singles as much as you want, or as frequently as you want. Maybe with like, I feel like 3 to 4 weeks is kind of the sweet spot, though, you know, obviously this is changing, and I do think it's not necessarily like a cheat code or like the there's no right answer. Like you can kind of do whatever you want now. But at the same time, like to me, I think the ethos of like trying to give each song its own moment and its own time for the audience to just kind of like find it, listen to it, digest it, is kind of the thing that I would do personally. I know the indie sleaze electropop kind of lane is big on albums right now. Yeah, that's fair. I mean, I think it's just, again, like how you promote it, how you market it will probably be the thing that makes the biggest difference. But for me, like if I'm thinking about it as a distributor, like generally I would be like, oh, let's release as many songs as possible. And that's really only because I look at it from the back end like all the time, right? So like if I'm looking at it from the back end, there's always going to be a difference between what I see for album tracks versus individual singles. And if something just hits, bro, like it's a completely different world you're looking at altogether. Frost Children and The Help did have really good performing albums, but The Help also like was just kind of like they had a viral moment as well, you know what I mean? So I think that's the thing. It's like if you have a viral moment, then yeah, you could just do whatever you want with it, and people will probably go listen to the whole thing. But if you are like building that story and building that data, that's maybe where I would lean towards the consistent drops more so than the full album going out. Ooh, Widnick, Kraftwerk. Let us know what you think in the chat.
I couldn't afford to go out and find my purpose. I had to
Another rapper I really enjoy, honestly. Nick, what's going on Instagram?
But couldn't quite grasp the bold emphasis. Pop's injury lasted longer than expected. All the way shifted.
I do love shit like this. I can't even pretend like I don't.
I was sweating, chasing my dreams with my chase card debit. Green Buick, 87, 7-Eleven. Pump my gas or grab.
438 monthly listens is criminal.
Last 20 you sent me, I already spent this.
This is off a new album that just came out. November 26th. Let's put it in the new music. I didn't update new music this week, so we're gonna do 2 weeks of it. Yo, what's up? Chisoni says I like the flow a lot. It's super out of the box.
I'm not religious, but I know something's waiting for me behind that door knob once you twist it. I can't describe it. Meanwhile, there was hardships that you vocalized. I didn't internalize.
I like this a lot, man. Nick, what's going on Instagram?
But in reality, that wasn't happening.
It's nice to see these visuals too.
Keeping the crap from going bad in it. Yeah. Now I'm battling, chasing the bag and keeping the crap.
See, this consistent visual style is also really nice for an album rollout.
Now I'm battling, chasing the bag and trying to keep the crap.
I think Overcast did a really good job of that recently too, with just the consistency and the visual representation. If you didn't see it, I'll show you so you can see what I'm talking about.
I'm chilling like Kalula.
All right. A solid 1:35 easy. I love a 1 minute and 35 second rap song, if I'm being honest. But here, this is what I mean, like real consistent, like, you know what I mean? This is like great consistency in visual branding.
Yeah, nigga. Mama plus and overcast, nigga. Y'all know the fuck going on. Hey.
Damn, I have a song over this sample.
Bitch, I'm speaking from my soul. I was lying in the pits. I was sleeping on the floor.
Shout out to Marco, bro, as well. Marco is a masterful rapper. But It's the consistency and visual representation. I think that's a really nice touch and a rollout. Because it kind of trains people on what to expect, right? They see it and they're like, oh, yo, I really liked this last time. So, you know, all that to say, one, I think Widnick did a great job of that in these 3 content pieces right here. This fisheye lens, this color grading.
Yeah.
It's the beauty of the consistency. Also, the raps are really good. The production is really good. I love the delivery. I'm going to have to check out this album. But what I will say, just in kind of like relation to the last thing that we talked about, is you will see all of these songs up here, but all these songs are still under 1,000 streams. Had he released these one by one, you might have seen that be a little bit different. And that's usually the reason that I would kind of push people towards doing more releases, especially early on in their careers. It doesn't have to be that way the whole time, but early on, I think that's a better way. Stars, DJ Transponder, we're going to have to move a little quicker because I am talking way too much. Stars, don't come back. Let us know what you think in the chat. I'm going to try and keep things moving a little more consistently. No drum and bass or house music yet today. First to hear this, artist is a young guy out of Georgia. All right, let's check it out. Ooh. King Jovan is the other artist on this one. Let us know what you think in the chat. I'm going to turn this energy up a little bit. I think we got a free skip after this one. Yes, free skip coming up next.
Woke up painting my jaw. Too much lean, can't talk. Left the text on pause.
Oh.
I don't run, I jog.
Oh.
Mine too fried, no shame.
Wait, let's get the socials, man. Let's get the socials in the chat.
Drink too loud, I dip. Toe bro, chill, I flip. I don't post, I bitch. Shawty want hard, I ditch. Too bad came, I'm gone. Whole world feel like phone. I don't trip, just wrong. I've been floating off dome. Stars don't come back, they fall. She says,
oh, this has a very nice bounce to it. Easy listen. Let us know what you think in the chat, bro. Federica says, I love. Wow, I also really like this a lot.
I got rich in my neck. This not pain, is flex.
Not this guy. It can't be this guy. I can't imagine this is the voices coming out of this dude. Beefy Beats _ LLC for DJ Transponder. This is an artist. The producer is DJ Transponder, which is Beefy _ Beats _ LLC on Instagram. The artist name is King Jovan, but I don't know what his Instagram is. Does he have one? Please let me know because I want to go follow and support. Mom been stuck on her, but I don't chase what hurts. Let that burn and swerve. Drugs can't fill my space. He's hidden. Tell him not to hide himself. I like this. No more love, just base. Stars don't come back, they fall. Bring him out of hiding. This is too good. I got lost in a vault. No more lighting. My car. Stars don't call back, they cold. I made peace with the foes. She want love. He's missing a chance to get followed by 19-ish people right now. I'm just saying, this shit fire, says T-Doubleback. I agree. I like this a lot. I'm actually upset that I might forget who this artist is. Very good work, man. Woo! Crazy work on the production, too. I love this. All around, I love this. I don't think I have any notes at all. I need it out. I want it in my playlist. I want to support it. T-Doubleback says, I want to collaborate with bro. Anything else I should work? No, not at all. I think it's absolutely perfect the way it is. I wouldn't change a single thing. There's not one note that I have on that. I think that's perfect the way it is. Get it out. Sweet Love, Damani up next. First track off my latest EP released last week. We did not listen to another Damani song today. But we did listen to a Damani song a couple weeks ago that I really liked. I think it was Far Away. Let us know what you think in the chat. He's from the island of Jamaica.
She says she wanna have a big adventure. She says she wanna see the world.
Oh, we're getting into our reggae bag a little bit right now.
I listen hard to her every desire. Now all I need is a plan. Don't make nobody come and say you're too greedy.
I kind of like this. I am a big reggae fan. Period. Shout out to my father for that one. Saving this. Maybe mix notes on the vocal, just where it sits in the overall mix. But I love how like airy and spacey the vocal is. Shit, we were supposed to do a free skip. We'll do it after this. So Laura, if you want to send some music in, all you have to do is go to my Nero page. It is free. If you want to guarantee you get played on stream, you can. Damani.jk. Wait. Is this Justice the Artiste on this part? Love this. Now, lady, let me rock your inner style and a grace. If we cook and it ready for your try, have a taste. Yo, shout out to Justice the Artist. Justice the Artist. Because great delivery on this vocal here, too. There's maybe a part of me that feels like this is ever so slightly too slow, but I really like it, so I'm not that mad at it. I rate this. I like this one. Let us know what you think in the chat, man, but pretty solid work. Make me show you something. Come and push that button. My job is to make you feel alive. Make me show you something. Come and push that button. You know, nah, this is like. This is like late into the party. Cooking dinner for my woman with this one says DJ Transparent. This is like late into the evening. The slow jams are coming on. It's not too slow. It's supposed to, yeah. You know what? The longer I spend with it, and I think this is just a me thing. I struggle with slow tempo music in general, unless I'm super in the mood for it. But I think the longer that I sit with this one, the more that I feel like it's not too slow. It's like right at the perfect tempo for the moment it's supposed to be listened to in, for the vibe it's supposed to be creating, for the like feeling of what it's supposed to be. So yeah, I don't think it's too slow. I put it in the playlist. It's gonna stay in the playlist, I think. Damani.jk on Instagram for one of the vocalists. The other vocalist I forget, but was Justice the Artist. Justice, the artiste. I like that. I'm not mad at the tempo at all. Yeah, really, really good. And the EP came out last week. Make sure that's in the release calendar if you haven't. I'm going to go back on the release calendar because I just didn't do a New Music Friday this week. So if it came out, make sure it's in the release calendar. I'm going to go put stuff from last week in this week's update as well. So just know I'll be keeping an eye out for it. Wait, we have to go back because I was supposed to spin the wheel and we were supposed to do a free skip. Let's see who we get. Who's our next free skip gonna be? We got about 40 minutes left in the stream. Ain't it fun? Tents for listening is kind of funny. All right, let's see what's up here. Oh. Yes. The alt crowd has found their way in here, man. Are they from Asia? Okay, let's fucking go, guys. Oh, it is a cover of Paramore. I love this song. Wait, this is beautiful. If it don't hurt now, then just wait a while. Wait. Wait. Let us know what you think in the chat. This is tough. What are you gonna do? Federica says a voice. Wow, love. I love this too. So what you gonna do? I do love how heavy this is too. It's a little slower than the original, but I kind of like it. Let us know what you think in the chat, man. Great performance from all the musicians on this. Frederica says she likes it slower. What are you gonna do? Pretty nice little like touches in the vocal performance as well. Little vocal inflections that aren't there in the original. They really made it their own, and I think that's the key to a good cover. Wait, where are they from? Yeah, this is sick, man. Great job, great job, great job. Thanks for listening on Instagram. Little bit of mix work needed just in the balance on the vocals, especially when these layers start to come in. Maybe a little bit of tuning on the vocal, but I kind of like how messy it is at the same time. Extro says vibes. Oh, we got a breakdown. Breakdown's a nice touch. Again, great work from the musicians on this. Yeah, look, my biggest thing here is definitely this is a cover of Paramore's Ain't It Fun. But I think this group is maybe from either the Philippines or Singapore or something like that. And they did like a heavier version. So the production's slightly different. It's a little bit slower. It's a little bit heavier, a little bit more guitar and drum focused. Whereas I feel like the original's got a little bit more synth in it. It's a little bit more of a pop track. This is reimagined as more of like a... Honestly, it's like kind of made it a little bit more pop punk than it was in the actual release. I think biggest thing for me here is mix, right? A little bit more balance between the instrumentation. Again, I would probably point to going to listen to music really in this space, mix-wise. I'm not a huge fan of the way that, and I was just talking to Kristen about this the other day. I'm not a huge fan of how newer pop punk is mixed because it's a lot more low-end heavy. But if you go listen to a Taking Back Sunday, if you go listen to a My Chem, you'll really hear that it's a little bit brighter. It's a little bit more guitar and vocal focused. And you might not get as much of that kick, you might not get as much of that bass, but it just hits a little different. And so I would probably suggest going back and listening to some of that stuff from like the early 2000s, maybe maybe the mid 2000s to 2010 range, right? Like 05, 06, that time period. Because I really feel like that's the sweet spot for mixes of this type of music. That's probably the only thing I would really say about this one. I think it's a good cover. I think the vocalist did a great job. I think the musicians did a great job. I like the different arrangement. It's a little longer than the original too, but that's probably because of the fact that it's slowed down a touch. But for me, I think that's the only feedback I have. It's mixed feedback more than anything. But I love that that's what they did. I love that that's maybe their only song. Oh, two. They've got this one out too. Just gaze into your eyes, sentimental warmth. Oh, they did a song with Bags. That's got to be how they found us, because we've listened to Bags before on here as well. Okay, sick, dude. Thanks for listening. You're welcome. I want to hear more. Delirious, Des Nebo up next. Producer from St. Louis. This track's number 2 for my new EP, Source Material. Rappers on this song are B the King and J3 or J the Third. Their IGs didn't fit in the box. That's all good. We'll go find them off of yours. Hopefully they are tagged. This is Delirious. Let us know what you think in the chat. I've historically enjoyed Dez's music as well. Loosen Up, I think, was my favorite that we've heard so far today. But this is from his new project called Source Material. You're all good. You should be able to just upload directly into Nero. I'm the only one who can see that. Love the sample work on this already. Let us know what you think in the chat. Des Nebo on Instagram, Niboh. Beautiful sample work. I skipped the training wheels, missed the Cotto stage. Missteps I had to correct, the dirty diamond made from the dirt. It was up to my neck. Kept digging deep down, knew I deserved success. Know how I'm coming, nigga. Give it to you raw, going Eddie Murphy, delirious. The time signature, I don't think it's crazy, but the way the sample's chopped and the way this pocket this rapper is in create this super interesting like rhythmic approach. We've had some good raps today, guys. We've had some really good raps today. He's in such an interesting pocket. Be the King, also out of St. Louis, Missouri. BEDAK1NG. Super interesting, man. Shay the Third also on this one. His socials are not linked. We're gonna have to get some no socials in the chat. Unfortunately, I haven't had to use this one in a while. But you gotta link his socials. Put them in your Spotify bio. Come on. Ooh, they're good raps too, man. DJ Transpire says definitely a very great polished night. Lots of great material. It's been a lot of really good music tonight. We got more. We're not done yet. We got 3 more paid skips for sure. And then a couple free. We're going to get some free ones in as well. Again, if you're in the chat, it's always free to submit. So if you haven't, make sure you do that. If you want to guarantee a song gets played tonight, I definitely would suggest doing the skip queue. But you don't have to. Chisloni says, very much love this flow. I do too. Dez, if you are in the chat, please let us know what the socials for J3 are specifically. Makes things so much easier, yeah. It does. I almost have nothing to do. It's almost boring to me. Not quite, not quite. Okay, 3 from the 3 is the other rapper on this one too. We're gonna go find him. This is dope. Oh, I already followed through from the 3. I already followed through from the 3, yeah, man. Oh yeah, because this dude hoops too. Oh, and you got all the instrumentals of them up as well. That's sick, dude. So it's 3 songs with Be the King and J3, and then also all of the instrumentals. Love that. That's a really good way to build a project as a producer. 3 from the 3 was the other rapper on that. Be the King, BEDAK1NG, and then Des Nebo. Good work, guys. You guys killed it. I really enjoyed that. Paris Chairs. Yo, Paris Chairs is a crazy name. And OTS and Jay Huncho. Pillow Productions created the music video. Oh, Pillow always does a great job on the music video. This is our first music video of the night. Maybe our only one. Paris Chairs, 2003, featuring OTS Jay Huncho. Let us know what you think in the chat. I'm excited. Pillow always makes great music videos, hands down. Haven't seen a bad one yet. High quality, just good quality edits. Here we go. Get ready. It's about to be. Is that Sasquatch?
Look, I was born in the 90s. I'm still young and popping from early 2003.
Stop, bro. Stop. Stop. You guys got Sasquatch in the video? It's hilarious. Cool. I'm sorry, are you fighting alongside Sasquatch? Hey, yo. This is fun. Sasquatch is killing me, bro. Stop. This is extremely entertaining. I actually love this. I actually love this. Are you gonna get him dripped out? Stop it. Strings sound really good on this production too. Maybe a touch loud if I was gonna say anything. Yo, dude. I can't. The Sasquatch is taking me out, bro. Whoever's in the Sasquatch suit, shout out to you. Shout out to you in the Sasquatch suit, for sure. We're gonna go save this song as well. I like the song. I like the song, but the video already pushed it over the edge for me. This one's getting saved in the playlist. Video is amazing. Again, great work from Pillow, man. You guys do absolutely incredible work. Like I said, I've not seen a Pillow music video that I've not enjoyed. Sasquatch You and the East Side Boys is great. Yeah, it's very good, man. It's very good. How'd you find him? People go their whole lives looking for this guy. They never find him. Great work, bro. Great work. Shout out to Pillow. Shout out to Daniel Kyoto. What was the thing? Where is it, man? I like the shout out at the end there, too. Daniel Kyoto Pinto, a.k.a. Sasquatch in that. Yo, you guys killed it. Great edit, too. I'm just a big fan of, like, when we talk about production companies, Pillow is definitely one of those production companies that's up there for me. I really fuck with Pillow. I really fuck with Dumb Days. There's really only a couple that I'm, like, a really big fan of the way they produce music videos. But I gotta say, man, the Pillow videos, they hit different. All right, let's go find, the song is saved. Let's go find everybody on socials really quickly. We got Paris Chairs, easy follow. Who else we got? Jay Hunt, was it Jay Huncho? OTS Jay Huncho. Following also OTS_Jay Huncho. And then just purely because you guys got to go follow these guys as well. Pillow.io, man. I don't know why we're not following you, but Pillow.io is the production company. Go follow them. If you're looking for a music video and you got a budget, boom. Don't waste it. Go spend it somewhere where they're creative and they do good edits. The color gradings are good. And like I said, I've enjoyed every music video that I've seen these guys do so far. I don't say that lightly, man. It's different styles. They work with different budgets, but it's like always really solid, man. Seriously. Nah, you gotta understand, like I look at so many music videos like week to week, and there's like really standout companies. You guys are one of those standout companies to me. We're gonna work together one of these days, man. I gotta. You guys are definitely like in my head. You guys are in my head when I think about people. When people are asking me for videographers, like I always think about you guys as a production company. Beautiful Scars, D-Blow 7 up next. A song I made 2 days ago. So we got a brand new one. Let us know what you think in the chat. We got one more paid skip after this, and we'll do another free skip and get into a free skip section if you guys are still with us in the chat.
Beautiful scars. Beautiful scars. We all got trials and tribulations that we go through. Baby, if you need a hug, you know I'll hold you. You can cry on my shoulder.
We're getting into this pain music right now. I love pain music.
Baby girl, I forever got you. We locked in, locked in.
Debo7_.
Them folks, they just be talking.
Mix on this one is much better than I think the last one we listened to.
I belong to you. I promise, I promise, I promise to never leave your side.
Not the hiccups. Oh my gosh. Guys, I got new glasses. I didn't even tell you that. Look. We're back. I can see things again. Kind of hard, right? I'm happy about them. Overall, this one's solid. I do think the vocals maybe used ever so slightly more tuning. Ever so slightly. It's a small amount. Hook is solid. Timing of the delivery could be a little tighter at times. I think there's moments where it gets a little bit off. For the most part, it's solid. And this lead vocal might be a little, like maybe a touch loud. Like if I was being super picky. I do think with like ever so slightly more tuning, it smooths out some of the things that I'm hearing maybe in the vocal that stand out maybe a bit too much to me. Overall, though, I will say this is a much better mix than the last one that we listened to, I think. Hook is solid. Melodies is solid. I think, like I said, a little bit more tuning, I think, on the vocals will just kind of like smooth out some of the things that I do hear. Overall, solid work. Street Fighters Plus, J Chromatic. I do really like this artist a lot. This is going to be our last paid skip for now. Feel free to do one if you want to do one, but we're going to get into free skips after this. We'll do a couple randoms. Let us know what you think in the chat. Oh, you guys are in an ad? Fuck. My bad. Well, a little quick self-plug, but... we are currently on 18 of 44. That is the last of the paid skips for right now. If you want to guarantee these song plays, I would do that. But we are about to get into a free skip section in a second. So if you did want to wait for the free skips, you can. Usually we'll do that in more of a chronological order. So for anybody who tells me their artist name, like in a minute or two, then we'll start making another queue. It's up to you though. I'm not really pressed either. Just for what it's worth. Mother Flower, if you want to submit, it's free to submit. If you want to skip the queue, you can, and that'll guarantee you get played. This one's getting safe. I like J Chromatic a lot. I say this a lot. J.Chrome 9000 is his Instagram. BTO, if you don't mind sending that link in the chat, that'd be great. J.Chrome 9000, J.CHROM 9000. Super dope young artist. I think there's maybe a bit too much going on with the ad-libs in this one. And it's mostly because of the delays, like things are just clashing a little bit. I like the song a lot overall. And generally, J Chromatic's music has really been hitting for me. There's a lot of songs that I've heard that I like. The only thing that I would suggest is maybe pulling back on some... Fair enough. I think I would just maybe pull back on those ads, like the delay around them a touch, because it's just making things overlap a little too much. It gets a little messy at times. Overall, I like it. But I think it could clean it up just a touch and it would hit a little harder. But I think this artist is sick, bro. J.Chrome 9000. I say it all the time. We get a lot of music from him. There's a lot of different styles. This is where I think he shines the most, is kind of in this pocket. Alright, if you guys are in the chat, if you got music you want me to play, we're going to do free skips till the end. Just let me know your artist name. We got like 20 minutes-ish left. Let me know your artist name in the chat. We're going to get some people pulled up into the queue, okay? Just let me know your artist name in the chat. Oh, I see my guy D-Bly sent some things in, so we're going to bump his up. Where is Aotemi? Because I saw he said something too. We're gonna get Aotemi up in the Zoo Street, Frederica. Oh man, you guys are in for a treat. We got some. You guys probably know a couple of these artists that we're about to play. After this, here we'll go into this queue just while I make this. Let me just get you guys pulled up pretty quickly, okay? Oh, Lil Lowski. I like Lil Lowski as well. Let's get Frederica in. Zoo Street, where you at? Charles. Zalora. Somebody put that name in there just to skip me. Who else? Who else is trying to get bumped up? Kiskima. Did I get that one? Was it the right one? I might have skipped the wrong one, sorry. A fully French song. Oh, let's go. Zoo Street, there you are. I think we'll be able to get through everybody here. If there's anybody else in the chat who's trying to get bumped up for free, now's the time. Let me know your artist name. Rave made it. All right, which one do you want? Steph Curry? Don Toliver? Pink Pantheress? Let me know. Anybody else who's in the chat who's trying to get bumped up for free, we're going to do free skips until the end of the stream. Yeah. You 14? I don't care. Send me your music, man. We got a lot of young artists in here who send their music in early, and I think I can help you figure out what you need to do and what to focus on. I've worked with a lot of young artists myself, and I do think there's a way to approach your career that will help you as well. So, all right, I think we got everybody who's in here right now, but if you do want to get bumped up, let me know. All right, let's get into it, because we've got some good skips coming up. Really quickly, though, before we do that, if you haven't, make sure you go follow my artist, Ashoka, as well. We just dropped a new freestyle. Damn, we just lost a bunch of people in the chat. I guess you guys don't like free skips. We just dropped a new freestyle over Ali's 1 in a Million. Keep your eyes open, go follow. We're going to have a bunch more freestyles dropping over the next couple of months before we get ready for new music.
It's not the same in reverse. That nigga don't got no pull, don't got no say. He not a dog, he on bull. Brain is so good, so I know you're not dumb. All of your options, you know who to want. Don't need a bookie, you know who to bet.
Zalora, thank you for the bits, man. We're going to get you, I put you in the free queue.
Oh, yeah, not to mention.
We'll get into your songs in a second, but like I said, Ashoka.kdm. More freestyles coming. New music coming in 2026. Oh, I love UGK, man. I do.
I'm coming over, you know why we drinking, we eating,
you give me a really good feeling. I might get DMCA'd for this, but shout out to my guy D Bly. Shout out to John Vince as well. Two people I really respect in this game. D Bly has worked with Coi Leray. He's worked with who else, bro? There's a bunch of. I think Coi was the big one. I think that's how we met. We might have met through the Coi Leray stuff. Universal Hunt. I'll get Universal Hunt in there too. Rutu, we'll get you in there as well, Roy. Don't worry. But he manages artists. He works with a bunch of really dope artists. Stunna Sandy, Denise Julia, two that he works with right now. Denise is from the Philippines. Stunna Sandy, you guys will have probably seen as like, I felt like the general chatter on social has been like, she's like Ice Spice, but better. But this is Frequent by Stunna Sandy. We'll play this one first. She's definitely not a small artist, but you know, shout out to my guy D Bly, bro. I appreciate you sending stuff in. If you do see this, shout out to you. Out of New York, Stunna Sandy on Instagram. There was definitely some like Ice Spice commentary going around it for a little bit, but and then shout out to my guy D Bly. If you don't follow him, you definitely should. D Bly 5, sorry. Yeah, it's like this dude has just worked with a bunch of really good artists, man, honestly. Coi was the big one. I think we met through Coi. But just a great manager, bro, for real. Here you go.
Said you get money, didn't get what she want. Yeah.
I mean, it's hard. It's undeniably hard. Let us know what you think in the chat.
I think I want a 5-star bitch.
Stunna Sandy on Instagram.
She said take them both on a 5-star trip. Like she go one shot after shot, she might trip. I told her chill, don't trip. Damn, why she
Who's the feature on this? Tata is the feature on this one too, man.
Damn, I go buy both of them Ricky. She like when I
Who I think is in the group 401. I'm Lil Ta on Instagram as well.
I go dogs out beating the kitty. Yeah, she know where I'm from and get gritty. She said come and pick her up when I'm not busy. Word.
TK says think my wife be playing one of her tracks. I'm sure. It's been going really viral on social, so I'd be shocked if you hadn't heard this song before. It might be Make It Look Sexy, which was another one that kind of like was everywhere. BBC was another one that kind of got like a lot of playlisting. But yeah, if she listens to Feeling Myself, State of Mind, Ripple, Hip Hop Fresh Finds, like, yeah. That's what I say, man. Again, shout out to D-Bly, great manager. He's doing his thing. I don't think this one's been out for long. Yeah, November 14th. This just came out a couple weeks ago. Yeah, Make It Look Sexy was the one that went super viral for sure. Again, Stunna Sandy on Instagram. Solid work, man. Shout out to D-Bly again. Also, next up, we got Denise Julia, Sweet Nothing. Shout out to my guy, John Vince. Salcedo, one of the best digital marketers I've ever met in my life. Hands down. He was the one who put me on to Denise. She's out of the Philippines. She's one of the biggest Filipino R&B artists out there right now. He's done an amazing job. Shout out to D-Bly, who's also done an amazing job. Denise is the one who's from the Philippines. Incredible singer. Oh, but based in New York now. Amazing. We'd love to see that, man. I think you guys are going to like this a lot. If you like R&B, 90s era, early 2000s era R&B, Denise is super fire. Denise Julia, the U is a V. I mean, it's undeniable. such a good mix on this too. I mean, that's to be expected, but shout out to Denise, Julia, and La Crisis who produced this one. So smooth, says Avidia, 100%. Probably getting DMCA'd for this, but it's totally okay. It's worth it. I do just love sharing music with you guys, so it's cool with me. Yeah, this made me think I was in the backseat listening to the radio against this DK. Beautiful voice, says Federica. So smooth, says Avitia. JR, the other vocalist on this one as well. Also, the Filipino king of R&B. R&B JR on Instagram. Oh, beautiful work, man. Beautiful work. All these runs, all these layers, amazing. Dim Dontar, I guess. W Vocals says Rev made it. Very W Vocals. Incredible runs, incredible work. Oh. I guess they killed my live on Instagram. It's okay, I guess. It is what it is. I got cut on the Instagram, man. Great work. Denise Julia. The Julia is with a V on Instagram. My online footprint's fucked. Whatever, man. Start a new one. Overdue. Ayo Temi up next. I also fuck with this artist super heavily. Let us know what you think in the chat. Ayo Temi's fire though. I'm a fan.
There's nothing I know feel do. Get over you. I feel my do. For your matter, there's nothing I know feel
44.
Get over you.
Yeah, don't worry. We're doing free skips right now. No, submit. We're doing free skips. We actually only have 9 songs in the free skip queue right now. Oh geez, welcome to the chat. That's a crazy username. But that's cool. Right now, the free skip section for the people in the chat too. So we got people on YouTube, on Instagram, and on Twitch. But this is Ayo Temi. I really do love his music, man. Seriously, I've been a fan for a minute. This one's called Overdue. I don't think it's out yet. But if you want to rock with this, make sure you go follow. And just know I'm a big Afrobeats fan in general. So if you send me Afrobeats, as long as the mix is good and the vibe is good, I'm gonna fuck with it. Let us know what you think in the chat. We got about 12-ish minutes left. I'm not gonna hate on the socials, don't worry. We listen to people at all stages of their careers in here. That's like one of the things. But by showing you stuff like this, by showing you people maybe a little bit more established, hopefully you can kind of look at this and be like, all right, this is what I need to do. These are some of the things I can take from it. I care more about consistency than follow count, and also about how good the music is. This one's making me move. I like it. Again, Ayo Temi music on Instagram. Make sure you go follow. Seriously, go listen to his other music as well. Lots of good songs out there. Healing is a great one. Loki, any of his stuff that he does with Glassface too, I'm a big fan of. Fire. Ayo Temi music on Instagram. This one's called Overdue. It's not out yet, so you gotta go follow if you want to keep up with it. We got Lil Lowski with Fire Alarm up next. Hey. And as always, if you want to submit music for free, you can go over to the Kayvan's House page as well. You can use our release calendar as well for new releases. I check that every single week to do our new Music Friday playlist. We also have a Songs from the Comments playlist series and content series where you can just submit your music in the comments. I do listen to every single song myself, so just know there's a bunch of free ways to submit your music. Even if it's not here, even if you don't get played on stream today, there are other ways you can get me to listen to your music. Up next, Lil Lowski with Fire Alarm. I like this artist, man. This is another artist who's been kind of making his way onto my radar week by week. Lil Lowski on Instagram. Woo. We're doing free skips right now. Submit your music. It's always free to submit your music. We do paid skips, but the last 30 minutes of the stream are always for people in the chat, and we do free skips. So send in your music anyway, bro. We have a paid skip queue if you want to guarantee you get played on stream. It's not expensive, because I try to make it cheap as well. But right now, we're going for free skips. How many? As many as I can get to before 8:10, 8:15 p.m. Usually it's more of a rapid fire mode, but honestly, like, it's not too many, so I think I can get through them all. At a certain point, I might go into more of a rapid fire mode, but, you know. I keep trying to tell people it's not about me taking money from artists. Like, I really just fuck with finding new music, and I want to support artists is what I love doing. So we make the free skip section, so for people who can't afford it, like, it's not about, like, just, you know, I don't give a fuck if you have money to spend or not. Just send me music. If I fuck with it, I fuck with it. CC, what's up? How many are there right now? Like 9. 8 if you count this one that I'm finna skip, because we have another one from the artist. That was a Lil Lowski Fire Alarm. We saved it in the playlist. I really like, there's another song from Lowski that I had saved in the New Music Friday playlist, but it seems like it's gone from my library now because I forgot to save it. But Lil Lowski, Lilloskii on Instagram. Super fire. I already fuck with it. Yeah, bro, I keep trying to tell people, we are not here to just, I'm not going to charge you $50 for a fucking song.
Agree on what to order or
That's crazy. Just submit music in the Nero. So if you go to this link in the chat, hit submit. Just submit your music in there. Tell me what your artist name is after you've submitted. I'll go pull it and put it in the queue myself, okay? This is You Know by Charles. Let us know what you think in the chat. Or Charlotte?
Yeah, 80 on the dash.
Gotta be Charles, right?
Racing past my past.
All right, becoming Charles. To me, delivery could still use a little bit of work here. Bavo, I'll go find you in a second, bro. Just let me know when you've submitted, okay? Oh, I see it, I see. Oh, la plisitol. You French? I like the production. Delivery needs a little bit of work on this one, okay? I like the sung parts. The rap parts just need a little bit more confidence in them, I think. Maybe a little bit more tuning on the vocal just to smooth things out. It's not much, but I think there's a little bit more that can be done here just to smooth out these vocals a touch more.
But now I'm trying to move on, and now you watch my moves. It's easy, you question, but believe me, you a ghost now. Houdini, I get bread, panini.
Let us know what you think in the chat, too. If you are in the chat, we always want to know what you think of these songs, too, so let us know what you think if you're in here. Oh, Musa Musa, we did listen to you earlier, but I'm going to try and get you in the queue if we can, okay? It's a pretty solid idea. It's maybe just not what I'm listening to day to day, but I like the production style. I do think that there's like aspects of the vocal delivery that can maybe be a little stronger for the production style, and maybe that's what it is. It's just kind of like the vocal not really meshing with the production for me personally. I do think the chorus is pretty strong. It's, for me, mostly in the delivery here, where I feel like it could improve a little bit. I wish I had a better bit of feedback for you. I think for me, the thing that's not selling me on it is the delivery. It's pretty solid in moments. There's like moments where I really like it, though, and moments where I'm like not so sold on it. I'm on the fence. This would be one where I probably put it in the draft so I come back to it. I don't know if it'd make the final playlist, but I definitely give it a couple listens before making a decision. I think if I listen to this a couple more times, this hook will probably get stuck in my head, and that's a good thing, because that's usually when I'm like trying to make a decision. If something's like really stuck in my head, I'll probably lean towards keeping it as opposed to cutting it. But I think for me, there's still something in the delivery that you could work on, I think, a little bit more. I don't know if it's confidence. I don't know if it's just the tone. There's something about the delivery that still needs a little bit of work to me personally. Yeah, I do have a Spotify playlist. Oh. Oh, Zalora. Wait, this is kind of tough. Is this an AI vocal? Is this a real vocal? It kind of sounds like an AI vocal, but I'm curious. For songs only, at the moment, yes, it is just for songs only. And it's this song, the songs you found on live stream playlist. I'm gonna make a best of the year as well before the end of this year. So keep your eyes open for that. AI vocals, but everything else isn't. Did you write the lyrics yourself too? I can live with it if it's just an AI vocal, but you wrote the lyrics and you produced everything yourself. I can live with that. I don't have a problem with that. I think that's the right use of AI for a producer, personally. This one's not out yet, though. Okay. What you should do, and maybe what I would suggest doing before you release this, is there's actually a bunch of vocalists. So recently that one song that got like super viral. No, it could be for beats too. I put instrumentals in there. Recently that song that went really viral on TikTok that had like the AI vocals on it but was produced by a real producer. There's been a bunch of vocalists who have come out, especially on TikTok, who have been like, yo, I will sing your AI vocals for you. I would highly recommend finding a vocalist who will do that, because I think the story will be a better story for you. And also the way that people look at it and view it, I think will probably be more beneficial to you long term. To be like, yo, like I created this thing, I did the demo with AI vocals, then I went and found a real vocalist to sing my top line, right? So if you can, I would probably suggest trying to do that first and foremost. I would replace these AI vocals with a real vocalist, because I think the music community will look at you and be like, yo, that's mad cool. I'm glad you did it. So just from a strategic standpoint, I think that would be better for you long term to do. It's not the most impossible thing to do. You could even go on Fiverr and find somebody who can sing it just as a vocalist. But that's maybe what I would suggest strategically for you to do before you release this one, is get a real vocalist to sing this top line. Because it's pretty solid otherwise. And I don't know that anyone would notice. There's a world where like the Spotify's and like as some of these companies start to like identify and flag AI music a little bit more, there's a world where they might flag it for AI vocals. So if you wanted to get ahead of the game and like maybe if it does become an issue, that would be a good workaround in my opinion. You could probably keep the background vocals, some of those things, but I think for that lead top line, if you could replace it with a real vocalist, you might end up being in a better position long term. And especially within the music community, I think people will really fuck with the fact that you did that. So that might be a workaround. Zalora, Midnight Frequency. Pretty hard though. Honestly, I think that was good. Kaskima featuring ABD Wave, Frederica, first demo fully in French. Let's go. I love some French music. I love some French R&B. Yeah, of course, man. And that doesn't mean you have to do that. I just think like, you know, obviously the AI topic is a hot topic in music right now. So if you wanted to just kind of like avoid any controversy, that would be a way to do it. Yes! __ period Frederico. Fire. I do think vocals could come up a touch in this mix though. Yeah, this is hard. This is wonderful. This is so fire. Unmixed, but come on. Undeniable in French, man. Undeniable. Look, I'm gonna say this right now too. There's not a huge French language R&B scene. Like, a lot of the artists I see who get playlisting in this space, because I will go listen to French R&B playlists on Spotify and stuff, like, they're not big artists. So I think you stand a really good chance of this kind of working its way into that side of things. This is tough. I like this a lot.
Une soirée, deux soirées, un week-end avec toi, mais qu'est-ce qui m'arrive? Dis-moi, qu'est-ce qui m'a pris?
Yo! Killed it.
Mes moments d'intention, c'est peut-être plus ce qui t'anime. J'ai besoin de cette dose que je pourrais jamais trouver chez une autre.
Yo! More of this, please. I gotta say, too, your vocals feel so much more natural in French as well. Not that it doesn't in English, but I just think, like... Really, really good work. Like... Probably my favorite song that I've heard from you so far, if I'm being honest. I mean, maybe I'm biased because I do just love French music, but... I mean, it's fire. C'est bon. Hey, yo. This is tough. This is tough, man. This is tough. He did kill it on that feature as well. Very cool. Louis Zoo Street up next. That shit give me blood flow in a certain... Hey, yo!
Never gonna drop.
Tim Dontar!
There's been waiting.
Z44 out now.
Bro, y'all need to go on somewhere, bro. It ain't the vibe.
I don't know which song I was supposed to play because you didn't specify, but...
About May come
ABD, yeah, what's ABD Waves Instagram as well? Sorry, I didn't pull up the socials on that last one.
What'd he say? Hey, baby.
__ period Frederica. ABD Wave _ Hey, yo, Dim.
I can't help it. I done took it to the chest and now I'm flexing like a bench curl.
Wait, this just came out November 27th. All of the things that I have previously said about the vocal mix feel a little bit better on this. Okay, you like this one? Okay, well, we're playing HSR right now.
It's true. I got hit a slide.
This vocal mix sounds way cleaner.
I won't provide them. You don't win and lost your marbles, nigga.
Truly.
Say he get them, then I got him. Handle rock, don't hit rock bottom. I'm the blessing and
I like the tone of your vocal in this too. It's a very animated delivery.
Cause I'm solid. No, I'm dripping like the faucet. Gas him up and got him coughing. All this cheese, my teeth is rotten. Nigga, please, you know I'm popping. Out of reach and you can't stop me. Puzzle piece, I bet I solve it, nigga. Hey,
I like the beat choice.
Nigga, let them rounds off. Let them rounds off, nigga. Let me give this shit some rest.
The easy way.
Off on the beat. I was chilling in the west, my nigga.
I spelled that wrong.
I was pushing past my limits. Super
Zoo Street. The easy way. WEY. Out of Louisville, Kentucky.
I was beating down the bush. I was beating up the block. I was just being me. That's why this shit won't never stop. So if you follow
good timing on the delivery.
Way up to the top, and if you
at times it maybe feels it gets a little off, a little behind the beat, but generally I do like this. This is King Guam. This is not you.
I got hefty. I'm the vessel and I wrestle with my own world. Hey.
Oh, right, because you guys are a group.
Yeah, I got hefty. I'm the vessel and I'm like a...
All right, we're gonna lose a couple minutes.
Pushing it to the brim. I'm pushing it to the...
Oh, interesting.
Pushing it to the brim. I'm finna get loose. I'm taking it to the rim. It's on a hardwood. You know, we got two...
I think I prefer the production on the other one.
Finna get loose.
I do think your vocal sounds better though still.
You tryna get loose for the zoo. Finna get loose. Yeah. It's Khalid. Yeah. I'm cuter than all these bitches. I'm richer than all these niggas.
Oh.
These niggas think I ain't belligerent cause I grew up
okay.
with a piss. And I ain't come in for the top position. But
still stand by the fact that this is the best vocal mix that I've heard from you so far.
Thicker than a nigga wallet, I cannot call it. No, my moves is never fraudulent. Hate the shaky type to deliver if you bought it. Man, the truth hurts. They go break it.
How many we got left? 4 more. I'm gonna get through all these. All right. Overall, I will say the vocal mix on this one is better. The vocal sounds better. It feels better. I don't know if I like the production on Loose as much as I like HSR. That's purely like a personal choice more than anything that's like a real standout issue with it. I just think it was like the dark nature of maybe the production on HSR didn't quite catch me the same way, or on Loose, sorry, the same way. But I will say from a vocal standpoint, that's the best delivery I've heard. That's the best vocal mix that I've heard from you. All right, this is slightly tweaked from last stream. Steph Curry. It is a collabed beat. What did you do to tweak it? Just because I don't remember how it sounded last time. Oh. Definitely a better sub choice. I feel like that was maybe one of the things I pointed out last time. The drum sounds maybe sound... Did I say something about stock sounds last time? Because I feel like this, I don't remember this at all, but it feels like the drum sounds are really good. I can't remember what I said about it last time. I still think the synth maybe sounds a little squelchy. Maybe a little too bright. I think you could probably tweak the synth a little bit more. But yeah, I think I said something about the stock sounds, but I think the sound choices sound way better on this one. That sub is hitting. For me now, it's the instrument sounds. All right, so the synth, it's the synth, and then the do 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 whatever that sound is. Those are the things that I work on now. I think the drums and the bass sound really good. I think that 132 roll that you have on the hi-hats is a bit long. Rave made it on Instagram if you're fucking with this. So like, it's probably what, like, when it goes like, you could probably cut that in half or break it up by doing like a, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? So like, instead of it being 32s all the way through, which it feels a little long and it maybe like makes too much of a noise. I think if you cut that up a little bit more and make it like more of a, it'll kind of give it that bounce, give it that thing without it being as long. That's maybe the only thing I really hear. Outside of that, it's the sound design around the synth and around that other kind of melodic sound that could use a little work. That's it, but I think the drums and the sub sound really good where they're at right now. That sub sound is way better. Wish I was Universal Hunt. Yeah, like, and maybe, like, I wouldn't keep it all the way throughout either, personally.
I wish I was is deep up in my blood. He lived under my skin.
First thing I would say about Universal Hunt, work on the delivery a little bit more. I don't know that the delivery's quite there yet on this. From Harlem, but absolutely does not sound like he's from Harlem.
131st, that's another 6 blocks to explore and watch over like the Lord. But I notice more that
Universal Hunt on Instagram. Dim, we're about to get to you.
I remember shelters by the train.
You're 2 songs away. Don't leave yet.
Harlem wasn't the same. At this rate, it's gonna erupt.
Give me 5 minutes. Give me 5 minutes or I'm gonna say you. We can say if you want to resubmit, you can resubmit for Thursday if you want. I haven't opened the submission form yet. Let me do that right now. It's up to you. I'm not gonna make you stay. If you need to leave, I'm not gonna make you stay. But no. I'm gonna finish. There's like 3 songs left. I'm gonna finish.
Rubies in my cut, so I'm excavating up. Like the world had shifted when I returned. I had the word pad glistening, minutes going in out my home world different. Was trying to find discipline. Ain't no I was playing defense till I left my post in colonist.
Danny Diamonds was good, bro.
I seen your scheme in motion since I was 13. I found some child.
Okay, so I actually think the delivery on this part of the song way more, I think, like, engaging to listen to than the beginning. So I low-key would push him to doing this delivery style maybe throughout. To me, this is the sweet spot of his delivery right here. It's so close, but I think this is a stronger delivery style than the one at the beginning of the song. To me, when it got to this section, stood out way more. So, for me personally,
I'm not gonna let that shit happen.
I would, like, as an A&R, as a manager, I'd be like, yo, like, this second half of the song, and I'm gonna save this one, but like, from about like 130 onwards, I think the delivery style was absolutely perfect. This part doesn't do for it as much. When it builds into that more climactic delivery style, it's fantastic, bro. And I do love you, Dim Dontor. You came in here and you're staying around. This is good. This is good. I do think, again, like I said, it's that second half for me that really, really stands out. First half of the verse, maybe not so much. Most random shit ever. It's kind of random. I don't know why. I've had that in there for so long, bro. We have another one. I think it's Khaled. And it'll just give you some... It gives you, like, advice from DJ Khaled. I can't remember what it was. You can see all the commands here. Okay, Roy. Oh, advice. It's advice. This one. Look at this. Just pulls random DJ Khaled quotes. I don't know why I have this. This is from years ago, man. Also, we have the Keith command. I don't know why I set these up. Okay, Roy. I'm never mad at a cover, bro. Unknown, you might want to submit for Thursday's stream, bro. We'll be back on Thursday from 6 to 8 p.m. Eastern time. I'm not mad at covers. I think covers are a great way to gain audience. I actually would advise you to run ads on your covers because they will bring more followers in because it's something they're already kind of like familiar with. Leslie, what's up? I hope you're doing well. Brandon, what's good, my dude? We're just getting to the end of the stream right now. We're in the last couple of free skips. Every Monday and Thursday I go live from 6 to 8 to do music feedback. Like, if you're a singer, bro, just sing. There's literally nothing wrong with this. I tell artists all the time, if you are a singer, sing on the internet, bro. Do covers, sing everything. Sing your own music, sing other people's music. That's what you want to be known for. If you're rapping, then rap. Do freestyles. Rap over other people's beats. It's just a way to acquire new fans, man. There's literally nothing wrong with it, and all it's going to do is open you to an audience who might not know who you are yet and give them an opportunity to hear you through something they're already familiar with, which might help them get in the door. It's the same thing as like selling anything, you know what I mean? At the end of the day, is marketing, and if you can market things to somebody that they're already familiar with, it might be like, oh, like, if you think about collabs, brand collabs, right? Like at the end of the day, it's like, yo, if you fuck with one of these brands, maybe you'll fuck with the other one due to this collab. So to me, it's not too dissimilar from like if you do a cover, if you rap over like another person's beat or freestyle over another person's song. All it is giving somebody something familiar that they can latch onto, get them in the door, and then it's up to you to convert them to a customer or to a fan, right? So great work, man. Roy Ruto, Roy Ruto, ROYRUTTOOO on Instagram. Make sure you go follow if you're rocking with that one. We have Mavo up next with La Plisitol. You won't understand shit, but just start vibing. That's fine, bro. I'm here to vibe. Mavo, no socials, though. Mavo, where are you from, bro? French? Okay, so I do kind of like this. It's kind of like quirky. I would tune the vocals a little bit because it'll help smooth them out just a touch, right? Oh. Wait a second. All right, look. You tune these vocals, it's going to smooth them out. Any of the pitchy moments will be gone. I love when you get into this quiet stacked vocal second moment right here. St. Lucia? Okay, fire, bro. Welcome to the community. For anybody who's in the chat, if you haven't joined the Discord yet, do that. This is kind of nice. Supervillain says this is nice. I don't disagree. If you guys are trying to submit, the queue for tonight is closed, but you can submit for Thursday's stream as well right now. Where is St. Lucia? That's in the Caribbean, right? It almost has like a compa feel to it. Is this close to Haiti at all? Not really. Closer to Dominica. Shout out to Dominica, bro. Wait, this is tough, man. St. Lucian Creole? My biggest thing for you is this vocal mix, bro. I think you dial this vocal mix in. This is cool as fuck. I actually really like this a lot. It just needs a little tuning on the vocal. That's the only thing I really hear. It is a vibe. You really don't have socials either? If you got socials, put them in the chat. We'll pull them up, all right? All right, last one, 3 a.m., Musa Musa, and then I'm out of here. Great stream tonight. W stream. Always love coming back from a stream after taking a week off because the music is always crazy. 3 a.m., Musa Musu. This one's bass line already moves more. That was my big complaint about the other song we listened to from Musa Musa tonight, was the bass line needed a little bit more movement. This one, moving. That one was really cool. This seems like we'll go crazy on the DJ mix. I agree. Zora says it was definitely a good stream. I agree. I had a great time. I'm going to be back on Thursday, 6 to 8 p.m. Eastern time. In the meantime, go follow us on Kayvan's House on Instagram. We got content coming this week, man. We got new songs from the stream tomorrow. We got, I don't know if we'll have an at home with on Wednesday, but we'll figure something out. There's probably some content I'll be posting on Wednesday. New songs from the comments on Thursday, so get in there and submit as well. It's okay. It's okay. Don't worry. Unknown Temptation, we're back on Thursday. You can submit your music now. Go ahead and submit it for Thursday's stream. If you want to do the paid skip, you can. That will guarantee it gets played. Okay, La Felicito Shatta remix. I'll go look for it, bro. I gotta save that one as well really quickly. Wait, okay. Sorry, back to the Musa Musa song. Of the two we heard tonight, this is the standout for me. I liked the other one. I wish that the bass line had moved a little bit more, but I felt like with this one, all those things that I said, no issues. This is really, really dope. All right, we're back on Thursday, 6 to 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Thank you guys for a great stream tonight. I had a great time. I love doing this shit. All right, go follow us on Kayvan's House. And I will see you soon. I don't know if there's anybody on for us to raid. Let's see if there's anybody left. Oh, Big Duck's on? All right, we're going to hit a raid for Big Duck, man. I also love this streamer. I think he's a great vibe. His community is great. There's great music in there. He does a lot of really cool things. So we're going to go raid him. I'll see you in the chat over there, all right? Come on this raid with us. I don't know how many are in the chat, but if you're in here, come with us. I'll see you in the chat over there for a minute. But I'm out. Be safe. Have a good rest of your week. And that's that, man. Shout out to you guys. I'm gonna leave you with this one. I'm really enjoying this song, though. I'll see you soon. Peace. Ooh, this one is a vibe. Again, the artist name is Musu Musu. Musu Musu Soul on Instagram. Oh, you just came from Duck's community? Oh, bro, I love Duck, man. Duck's one of my favorite. A fellow Habibi. Have a great rest of your week, guys. I'll see you on Thursday. Be safe. And go submit your music in my comments, for real. Peace.